have diarrhea. Yesterday was the first day I didn't have the scoots running down my leg. I will never get laid. Yesterday was the first day I didn't have diarrhea.
Yeah, I did that, but what about you? Show it means that it is the truth. Doing the things that I can't do. Break 100 viewers, ain't that the truth? Reviewing old stuff as I cry and vent. Your past counts and mine doesn't. Got a belly button full of lint. Got no money cause all of it I spent. Align with criminals to make a point. I calm down if I smoke the joint. Never understand why I'm to blame. Gaslight until everyone's insane. Honk and scream like a goose. My upper body is the size of a moose. I will go every way but lose. Misery and woe are what I choose. Back to the chat to harass my critics. Everything they say always sticks. Cry bully, I can't take the licks. Blowing out my candles and eat the wick. Someone get the butterfly nets. Using every single person I have met. Drink so much, my brain is wet. Go to the casino and place my bet. My mods are off limits to you. Your viewers are fair game. My dude kinda ass on my pay. Pigs boo, no matter what I choose, I will lose. Align with criminals to make a point. I'd calm down if I smoked the joint. Never understand why I'm to blame. Gaslight until everyone's insane. Honk and scream like a goose. My upper body is the size of a moose. I will go every way but lose. Misery and woe are what I choose.
Telling me how they're gonna whip my butt. Jumping up and down and acting like a nut. How do they survive abortion? I'll never know. But still every day I tune into the show. Everyone gather and sit your fat ass down. It's time to react to some low
Alright, what's going on, Negative Nation? Welcome to Negz Live. I am Negz. I am live on August 24th, 2026 at 5:03 p.m. Entertainer time. Beautiful day outside today. Beautiful day outside. By the way, real quick before we even proceed, I accidentally pressed go live on the What It Is podcast instead of this one, so I got to set it up again. But after this stream, you should be redirected to the What It Is podcast, season 3, episode 4. I do apologize for that. I walked in the door 5 minutes ago and was like, oh yeah, I got a broadcast. So I'm going to create that right now and get it set up because I am the king of multitasking. It's amazing what happens when you have a whole bunch of children. All right, moving on. First, I want to thank Schrodinger's cat flap. Or no, that's I'm sorry, that's not Schrodinger. That's who is that? Is that the dildo? Yes, that's the dildo. I thought it was Schroeder. My bad. That's what I get. Thank you, Schroeder, for the Canadian dollars. I appreciate that. And Recliner Goddess, thank you for becoming a member. My God, Chief, we got a hell of a show for you today. And thank you for the gold coins, Elizabeth. So, we've been covering, today we're going to be taking a look at Pistachio's most recent threat. That's just what she did. She went live to make another threat and to basically spin the story and deflect from the actual, yeah, I'm sorry, cat flap, yeah, I don't know. So, thank you, Dildo. I meant to thank the dildo, not the cat flaps. Pistachio went live for 13 minutes earlier to make another IRL threat because she thinks it's 2022, 23, and 24 and it hasn't moved on. Oh, how the sick and struggling have fallen. And all due to Greg's GoFundMe, which I'm going to explain why I shared the information that I did. That was shared with me. I didn't seek it out. But it was public information. Shouldn't be a problem from a guy who allegedly uses confidential customer information to allegedly stalk people at work. But ever since we've exposed Greg for his past and everything else, Pistachio has been out here while he hides under her skirt, threatening people. He's using my viewers' pictures as a way to harass them. All kinds of stuff. So, I mean, for him, if he wants to do the most, then he should prepare for at least something. And I'm not talking, nobody went IRL on this dude. All I did was share public information, and I didn't share all of it. I just shared the balance. That was it. And we'll get to that. And then we're going to take a look at when Hussy gave Monica and AJ their voices back. But before we proceed, let's take a look at who we got here. We got the OGD, one of the OGs of the Negative Nation. Welcome. Lori, we got Arctic. That's right. We got Schrodinger's cat flap. That's why I thought it was you. Your name was right above it in case Sarah. And we got the Dildo. Recliner Goddess. Steffi Ann, McHenry Cruiser, YouTube himself. We will be live again at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for episode 4 of season 3 of the What It Is podcast. We got Ray Murda, excuse me. Grim, how you doing? Steffi, Debbie, Trippin, SARS, Midnight Rider, Just Shade. Gotta, how you doing? In the gotta defeat. Anyway, what's up, Gigi Elizabeth? Nobody's Ghost, and that is it for now. We got how many participation? We got over 12 people participating in the chat. Good numbers. So where to start? What we're gonna do is we're gonna start with some facts. Okay, we're going to start with some facts. The first thing we're going to start with is Greggy Pell. We're going to start with his GoFundMe, okay? His 3rd or 4th GoFundMe. Don't know, don't care. But this is basically what it says, okay? I need assistance to fix an urgent plumbing issue. My outdoor spigot has a major internal leak in the pipes in the house and underground. My water has been shut off. Remember this part. My water has been shut off for safety purposes and can't be turned on until this primary issue is resolved. And then he goes into the sad fishing. My water's off. I have crippling IBS. I can't take a shower. But he doesn't get a job or leave his house. So just remember that part. It's been shut off for emergency purposes. Now, had Pistachio not done what she did, I could have handled this a different way. But now I have to address what she put out today, because that's just how we're going to do it. This is how we're going to do it. And I'm going to show you exactly what Greg has been saying too. He's been doing the most, as usual. But, you know, he's going to run and hide under Meemaw Pistachio's skirt. All right, so here you go. He needed $1,200. There is a lien on the property for an outstanding water bill of $1,200, a lien. Okay? And I want to share a little bit more information with you. I don't know if they just shut it off. I don't think they did. But here's the deal. This happened over a year ago. And the balance is from 2024 to 2025. So he was charged, and I don't know what they've done with that now. He wasn't convicted. He has to pay a bunch of fines for trying to scam Roto-Rooter. Okay, he was charged for that. He had to go to court. I went and took a look at his record, his dockets, and all that, since he likes to talk about so much of other people's stuff. So I said, okay, we'll go take a look at this. And it was over. He has to pay $2,000 in fines. So I'm wondering, how come all of a sudden, now this lien is against the property owner. Okay, I'm not going to share that information. It's against the property owner. Okay, not against him, the property owner. So he's tried to steal services, deception, and got busted, has to pay even more money out now. I guess I hope it was worth it. And now all of a sudden, he doesn't have water when this issue is from 2024. It's a year old. That's what I'm trying to say. So the water's either been off for a long time, or it just got shut off. Doesn't matter. My point being, is that he stated it was shut off for emergency purposes. And you're going to see what Pistachio says. She thinks that I just exposed the truth. No. No, the GoFundMe is still not containing any information, doesn't show any damages. It's shut off because of non-payment. That's what it is. Because apparently there was a leak, and he used $1,200 worth of water. I don't know. I didn't look that part up. Like I said, this information was shared with me. I verified it. And Pistachio thinks that that sicking Greg on me while he hides under her skirt is totally okay. Now, I'm going to show you exactly why I even decided to look into this GoFundMe. And this is why. Greg made a community tab post yesterday, and I didn't accidentally find it. That's my fault. I found it because he tagged me in it to harass me with him threatening, with him giving a dog whistle to go IRL and bother people, knowing good goddamn well that's just harassment and obstruction of justice, and it would have no impact on the outcome of any legal proceedings. So he takes Beth's picture and puts it as his profile picture, because that's what he does to all women, because he likes to harass women. And she said, Greg, you're harassing me by using my picture. He says, that's not how it works, weirdo. You put this picture out there. Then by that account, isn't Negz harassing me by putting my pictures and others out there? No, you're a content creator. You're a content creator, dude. Is he harassing others while continuing such and such and lying why he can't attend? I don't know how you would even know that. Are you insinuating that legal counsel is lying? Is that what you're doing? No, see, I appreciate you putting out false information in this dog whistle. I'm sure the judge would love to know, or more especially the prosecutor, Ra. Okay. Okay. Obstruction of justice. Twice. 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 Puts out a dog whistle for people to make calls. Go ahead. It has no impact. Why do they go tell people? Oh, he's online exposing me for who I am. What? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. The only people who do this are people that have something to hide, that don't want their reputation. Look, Greg, I've been through this 1,000 times. Okay? I've been through the ringer. I have forwarded that shit on. And now I have forwarded Pistachio's video on. Because just because she's threatening me on your behalf doesn't mean it's not a threat. Now you got two people. You got you trying to commit obstruction of justice. We got you harassing me with a dog whistle. You got you harassing my viewers. And now you got you harassing me by proxy of Pistachio, who now has inserted herself into it. I mean, at this point, why are you even going live and talking anymore? I don't understand that. What are you hoping to achieve? So, let's go ahead and take a look at what Pistachio had to say, because she sure had a lot to say. She sure had a lot to say, and none of it was good. None of it was good. None of it's going to benefit Greg. She just made a bad situation worse. And he did as well by continuing to double down on his dog whistle for obstruction of justice as a two-time, as being, okay, he was charged with the felony of deception, services by deception. And he has a current lawsuit against USPS, I believe, picket delivery service. He was rear-ended, okay? He sues them, and then allegedly that night was dancing on TikTok. They claim damages that would ruin him for life. Ruin him for life, but yet he's dancing on TikTok. We've seen him dancing during his streams now. Seems to me, Pistachio, that if your man, he doesn't want the attention, he should stop begging for it. But let's see how you made it worse and inserted yourself. You're not anonymous. And if you're wanting to go this route of IRL stuff, fine. That's totally on you. 100%. You've made your intentions clear. Your name is attached to it. His name is attached to the threat. And now everybody else is going to see it. Let's go. Why do you have to play an intro for a 13-minute stream?
The mindset boobies.
I think that's her when she wakes up in the morning.
You know, I'm in the mindset boobies to block you for that emoji right now.
Are you?
Like, really.
Good for you.
Enough with the covering your face emoji giggling like a problem, boobies.
Yep, what she's doing is giving bodega vibes big time. She and Greg both.
Enough. I'm not in the mood. So let's talk about what an absolute problem and an idiot Negz is, okay?
I'm a problem? Okay. Well, I mean, all you're doing is making me go out and find more stuff that Greg's posted online. Now I know about a lawsuit, and I've obtained his TikTok videos that line up with him dancing the night he got rear-ended when he's supposed to have life-altering injuries. And I could show multiple times when you guys have been paneling up, he turns his camera on, and he doesn't seem to be too crippled.
So what I have here on screen is a tweet that says, first of all, excellent decision to dig into Greg's real life, Neg.
Nope, did not do that. I didn't do that. You were wrong. I know you need that talking point to be able to God damn it, new hat. Oh, well, it's just got to be like that. I know you need this talking point to deflect from the actual truth, but let's hear you again expose him for lying on the GoFundMe.
So, Negz, the idiot, the moron, the accidental helpful idiot, decides to dig into Greg's real life further.
Nope. Public information shared with me. He posted a GoFundMe asking for one thing. It is absolutely justified to verify if this guy who's been charged with fraud in relation to this plumbing issue is also committing fraud on GoFundMe. Since he comes out here and does the most and has multiple complaints against him from Uber passengers and women and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So no, don't give me this.
And says Craig Lurik somehow has $115,150 water bill.
Oh my God. It's $1,150, but nice to know where we stand.
A lien has been filed against the owner. I'm only sharing this much info. It is publicly available. Thank you so much, idiot, moron, problem, for proving without a shadow of a doubt that Greg is 100% telling the truth.
Really? 100%? 100%, huh? Okay, no. You say 100% telling the truth. So I'm going to help him tell the truth. Again, here we go. All right, just hang on a second, Pistachio. Because you're always right. Okay, here we go. My water has been shut off for safety purposes. Okay? Safety purposes, right? Right? Safety purposes. But he's 100% telling the truth, right? 100%. It was shut off because there's a lien against the property owner for non-payment. Uh-huh.
Because, as adults and allegedly intelligent people, what happens when you have an uncontrolled leak?
Nobody's denying that. What I'm saying is he misrepresented it. He said it was turned off for safety reasons. Blatant lie on a GoFundMe. He could have just said there's a lien against it. And also, let's talk about how old it is. While he's getting all his food door dashed, not getting a job, sitting around harassing women, using their profile pictures as some kind of like way of harassment, coming out here talking about other people's real lives, out here talking about viewers that are women and trying to make them uncomfortable. He's not going to release the information that has he not had water for a year, or did it just get turned off? That's the problem.
The water keeps running, and arguably your water bill can get pretty high,
But that's not what he represented. He said it was shut off for safety reasons.
Like, what are you trying to prove here? You're doing us favors? Doing
No.
favors? Like, what even is this?
Yeah, that's a big favor for you. You're welcome.
Yes, Greg has had a leak that he was unaware of. Water bill's pretty high as a result of that.
So he wasn't aware of it till now, after the lien has been there for almost a year. The lien was issued in 2025. How was he not aware of this? He had to have been aware of it. And the lien's not even against him. It's against somebody else. So, okay, so how long has he lived there by himself? He just let the leak go and go and go? How do you not know you have a $1,200 water leak? And I'm talking $1,200 worth of water. You know how much water that is? Holy shit.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing more info to prove that he's not the scammer everyone's trying to pretend
Okay.
he is, and that he's absolutely telling the truth. This is
Are you sure about that?
a very interesting choice coming from you, Negs.
Is it really? Let's hear what you got to say now. Let's hear you make it worse. Now you've inserted yourself. First you have Greg, which his situation is not, what he's posted is no longer just an internet issue. Okay? He has been for months trying to insert himself into an issue he has no business inserting himself into and talking about it while he was sitting there with the felony charge.
Let me tell you, with all of the disgusting, deplorable things you actually are guilty of,
You sure you want to go that route too? You want to go that route? You continually insert yourself in a way that's non-conducive to... But here you are, you don't have anything to take. I can't sue you. What are you going to give me? A bucket of dirty needles?
in your real life and otherwise, choosing Greg out of all people on the internet to try and focus your ire in his direction, it makes me ask the question, why?
Why? No reason. Other than he's been running roughshod on the community. He's been grifting off the community. That's it. This is his third GoFundMe after he's gotten thousands of dollars from women in the community. And after, now he has $2,000 in court fees. Had this been when you were my friend, you would have been right there with me. You would have.
And are you an idiot?
Yeah.
I know you're an idiot, and I know you didn't get this information yourself.
So why did you say I went digging around in his real life then?
Don't even know what a lien is.
Yeah, I do. I'm a
Who fed
homeowner.
you this information is what I want to know.
No.
And what is the purpose that you're willing to put it out?
To protect the
You've
community
chosen
from
Greg as your target for what reason?
Well, he started in on me. I just said if he hung out with Hussy, he was obviously allegedly morbidly obese, and he lost his mind. Started tagging me and everything. Started trying to get my attention. And he's been calling me gay. He's been lying. I don't care. Yeah, I'm gay, Greg. I know that's your dream. He has been lying and slandering and defaming me for weeks and weeks and weeks. He's been harassing people in the community. He says the most. He does the most. And then you decided to put your skirt over his head and now be his advocate. So after he did what he's attempted obstruction of justice, after that I said, okay, cool. I want to know what this money's for. And yes, somebody's told me. And I looked into it and I said, well, that makes sense. It was shut off for safety purposes, but it was actually shut off because there's a $1,200 lien against the property owner, not him.
Because you're weird, jealous?
Yep.
Like all Greg has ever done to you is called you stinky and ugly and old.
Nah. No, you're leaving out about 15 other tropes, but you're just a big lying turd now, aren't you?
All right? And he keeps calling you a level 5 stalker. It's all over the internet, all right?
And guess what else was all over the internet? The information that we covered, Queen of Karma, and Life of a Free Spirit, all three of us covered it about Greg. Guess what? Where that came from? All over the internet. But that's a problem too. So are we into another Hussy situation where only you can defame people? Only you can air people out?
Now let me tell you another thing.
Tell me.
You keep reaching into Greg's life.
I didn't.
He's not above what I'm above, brother.
Oh,
Do you
yes?
understand?
No.
He is not above it.
Above what?
He will reach into every aspect of your real life and otherwise, and he won't care how you.
No, good. 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 That is not totally not a disproportionate response to public information. Now you've told me this. So when it happens, what do you suppose I'm gonna do? The post already been forwarded, documented, ready to roll. What's he gonna do? Get me fired from my job? I mean, he just got out of trouble with this fraud charge. Does he really want to go forward and up the ante? Why do you guys keep graduating to higher transgressions? So otherwise, okay, so is that a violent threat? Why are you stooping to bodega levels of absurdity? So now I know to keep my head on a swivel, and if anything happens, it's him. I have no reason to assume it's anybody else but him, right? Is he going to use his IBS powers to shit his way over here like a rocket? But now, you're a witness to anything that happens. You've inserted yourself. All you had to do was not do this video.
You do to him? Like, are you crazy?
Okay, yeah, I guess so.
And you know what's crazy too, Negs? He'll get good views doing it. Okay.
Go for it. He'll get good views going IRL. You think so? I didn't go IRL. It's public information. He puts everything out there. And I can't believe you recorded yourself saying this. I really can't. See, this is coercion and intimidation. I'm already on the fringe with one other creator who won't stop making threats, right? And once it steps past the threshold of this box, it's not content anymore. You'll have a right to do this. You can't do it to reporters and journalists, which every YouTuber now is some kind of journalist now. And that's all I did was my journalistic duty, my gonzo journalistic duty, to show that this guy lied on his GoFundMe. Thank you, Shooter! Appreciate you. So now we have what? How many? 106 witnesses. 106 witnesses. You have dragged yourself into it, and you're making threats on his behalf. Why can't he say this?
Okay. He'll be another one to grow a channel off of you hating you. Because listen, you got a few more people in your chat, but for the most part, everyone hates you, brother.
Okay, calm down, female hussy.
And with good reason.
Really?
What a smart, excellent decision for you to make to alienate the only person who's ever defended you, me.
Oh my God. See, what do I do at this point, Peanut? Do I assume that I've got a crazy beak-nosed, gonzo-looking grifter jockeying for me and some drug addict making threats? If they were specific, I wouldn't cover this, and I would just go down and file a harassment report. But now, what you've done is you have set the bar to where, one, everybody, I've lost everything. 99% of the people have been run out of my life by people like Greg because they don't know how to mind their own business or not lie, not defame, not harass and stalk. So I don't know what your intentions are. So that leads me to believe that, he's going to travel over state lines to commit a crime or something?
Me, through choosing to go after Greg because, oh, he's a villain and he deserves this somehow. No, he's a young man who's genuinely struggling. This is the choice you've made.
So he's struggling so hard that he's willing to throw it all away?
This is the choice you're going to make?
Yeah, I already made it.
All the horrendous individuals on the internet who are genuinely harming other people daily. Greg is who you choose.
Well, this is the drama community. And it just so happens that this is our community. We share it. And him, you have adopted all of the trash into your community. And the way you're going so hard for this guy, when you threw the people you owed money to under the bus, leads me to believe that you're still heavy into the into drugs. I don't know that for a fact, but you, let me turn your words around on you. This is what you chose to do, and not because. Here you are. Here we are again, ladies and germs. Negs exposes something, puts somebody's own words and facts out there, and all they got is a threat. That's it, just a threat. Be quiet, Negs, or XYZ. Okay, I've already... Look, I don't... What?
Have to assume it's personal because of that, you weird motherfucker.
Okay,
like,
Pistachio,
dude,
calm down.
What even is this?
That it's the truth. It wasn't shut off for safety reasons.
I can't.
Well, don't then.
Bali, you know what? You can go fuck yourself too, bitch. Do you know that? I have been only kind to you. And you sit on your channel, weird, hateful, because you told me yourself you're jealous. You told me yourself you're jealous. Maybe cut the bullshit.
Okay.
Don't strain my vocal cords too much. That's not for you to worry about. Jealous bitch. Go cry about me and the fucking world on your channel, please. Go do that. You get excellent views when you're exercising jealousy in any and all directions. Go try that.
Okay.
Yikes.
Okay. So you're talking about me and being a problem and all this. What you don't understand is that you are 100%. One, you're acting like Hussy. Sue, CPS, police calls, and all this other stuff, right? Two, you are acting like everybody was acting 3 years ago in the name of drama, but then it turned into a whole lot of problems, right? That's how you're acting now. And you are one of probably a dozen people that's tried to push me back. I will never return to that mindset. I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry, honey. I'm not ever returning to that mindset. When people beat a dog over and over and over again, eventually the dog either bites them and gets put down or doesn't care and runs away. Let's use a human for an example. You're in prison. You're a hostage or something. They beat you and beat you and beat you until you no longer care about the beatings because what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And that's what you used to stand for.
Katie says, felony stalking is worse than felony insurance fraud to be. Exactly. Greg has white-collar financial crimes.
So he was found to be liable for it, and he has to pay a bunch of fees. Anybody else in this country has due process and is innocent till proven guilty. Right? Right? It's not even a point of contention.
Alleged against him. And
There
it
you
all
go.
checks out. All of it fits together.
Does it really?
So this fucking moron accidentally reaching into Greg's life further to what? Help? No, that's not the intention.
Well, I was going to present it in a different way, but you had to do this. I was going to say maybe he is ashamed that his water bill is $1,200 and has a lien. You always say, keep me honest. You always say you're about honesty, but you're sliding. You're like spiraling.
He's just a fucking moron, so that's what happened accidentally. And you know what, Ninja? Go fuck yourself too. Go fuck you. Fuck you. You're a
Okay, no, let's do court of public opinion matters on the internet, right? Your chat is full of people telling you bullshit. They don't see a problem with it. I didn't go digging in anything. I've known this dude's I've been looking into his lore because he is out here attracting the most attention to himself by harassing women, grifting off women, being a problem, making people feel unsafe, and constantly talking about my body, my genitals, my sex life. It's all he does.
A fucking problem also.
Okay.
I am not in the fucking mood for this
You're
bullshit.
Okay.
Like, why you always gotta pick on the innocent? And then
So why did he lie and say it was turned off for safety reasons if he's so innocent?
craft some bullshit, weave some webs of fucking bullshit.
And also another point is, if he's so innocent, why are you making vague threats that he's going to do X, Y, Z and otherwise? And otherwise, what does that mean? What does that mean? If he's innocent, why would he do that stuff?
Out of nothing. And then when you do find information, you twist it and make it
No.
the most
No.
fucking negative and absolutely dishonest that you
Nope.
can muster.
So, you're telling me that what I read on a very public source from the courts, which is what y'all like to do as well, is a lie? Are you accusing the judge of being a liar? Is it? I'm sorry. Am I obstructing justice? No, it's already been dispensed. He has been found liable for what he tried to do and was charged with. He just didn't get convicted of a crime. He has to pay back, right? From what I read. But now there's this lien. That is 100% public record, and you're threatening me over public record. That is not the act of an innocent person.
I'm getting very fucking tired.
Okay.
Extremely fucking tired.
And let's not forget that when I covered his bullshit on Facebook, and all I said was it was alleged. This is not alleged. That is an actual lien, okay? All I said was he allegedly did this stuff. There's no way to prove it. What did you do? You threatened me. You threatened me.
Ninja, again, go fuck yourself. Please go fuck yourself. You tried to do this to Greg also. And I've not come at you. He stopped coming at you. With Negz, the worst he's ever did is call him ugly, old, blah, blah, blah.
Nope.
Everybody. Just, let's
Nope.
go after Greg, because why?
Because Greg is problematic. You know how this shit works, Pistachio. Don't pretend you're new. Don't act new.
I'm tired of it.
Okay, well then
Fucking
stop.
tired of it.
Stop entertaining it.
Greg is still pedo. Good, listen. Pedo jackets, Ninja. What do you mean? Greg,
Well, when you guys go on your panel and you obsess over daddy, whatever the hell it is, that weird kink about age play, right? And you constantly make it about actual child sexual sex crimes against children. It's a weird look, and it's fucked up. You both pedo jacket people. You do that. And it's not right that you get to sit there and do the most and create a GoFundMe that's dishonest and then threaten people when you get exposed for it. It's $112. Greg is a nobody. And that's kind of the point here, right? Is to relegate him to be a nobody so he can't continue to rip people off, scam people, commit fraud, right? How hard is it to believe that a guy who has to pay the company back he tried to defraud, how hard is it to believe that he would continue to do that, especially after like people like Potato? You throw her name around, he does, because he can't stop throwing names around. Gave him all this money, and he's doing what with it? Doing what with it? And he's got a lawsuit against a company saying he's permanently injured and he's dancing on TikTok. Give me a break. All signs point to fraud.
accurately describes things that you have been fucking involved on the internet, and you don't like the conclusion he's come to?
Well, that's kind of what I did, isn't it? The GoFundMe, isn't that on the internet?
Like, speak to God. Speak to God about it.
Okay,
People have
I did.
opinions over the...
I did. I prayed on it, and God said, do what's right, my child.
Like, speak to God. Speak to God about it.
I did,
People
brother.
have opinions over the fuck shit you've engaged with on the fucking internet.
And you know what you don't see me doing? Lying. Threatening people. You don't see me doing that. I sure as fuck hear you doing it. I sure as fuck see Greg trying to obstruct justice, which is a whole that's bigger than fraud,
I have
honey.
a different opinion because I see it a little bit more charitably. Although, to be clear,
Uh-huh,
I've never
uh-huh.
looked because I don't give a fuck.
Okay. That's the difference between
I'm
us.
so tired of this bullshit.
Well, don't entertain it then. Take a break.
What up, Ham? 31 years. He's young to me, boobies. He's young to you too, you old fuck. You.
At 31, I had 3 kids, and was waiting for my 4th to be born. By 34, I was a single dad raising a child. He's not young. He's stunted. He's emotionally, he's underdeveloped, is what it is. Emotionally, he's still a child. And you are infantilizing him. You did this for me when I had shit going on, but you weren't this adamant about it. You were trying to give me some breathing room. You were kind of fair about it. But I've just noticed that you infantilize men that you seem to like.
Old fucking problem. 31 is young to me and to you. Shut the fuck up with your fucking emojis.
So, holding him accountable as a young man, as opposed to throwing him in prison or holding him accountable in 18 years is bad. Okay.
Already, stupid fuck.
I've never heard you speak like this. Never.
You know, the most trouble and the most horror I've ever gotten into when I was 30. I
Uh-huh.
understand. I fuck.
So that makes it right? God forbid I use my knowledge, experience, and age to out somebody for trying to grift money. Right? $112. Did that go towards the bill? Did that go towards the lien? That's not in his name. That's just on the property. How long before it's condemned and he starts e-begging and dry begging and sad fishing over that? It is people in the community that are getting taken advantage of. I thought you had sympathy for that at one time, but I guess you don't give a shit because you're selfish.
Fucking empathize. I never even got arrested until I was 30.
Okay,
So,
well, there you go.
I empathize.
And he just got out of a case, and he's on here talking the most about people who haven't even got... He has slandered and defamed me. You understand that, right? Do you have any idea about what the ramifications are of what he's posting online with his name?
Sympathize. So that means I can. So that means I can say he harassed 18-year-olds on Uber. Okay, you can say whatever you want. You have been. That's the point, right?
No,
You
you're just a
have
liar. You're a liar.
And has he been coming after you? No, Ninja, because he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, he's always talking about Ninja. Greg doesn't have the capacity to do research, to put a stream together. All he could do is say raw. So in turn, I have to say this. Greg loses raw.
You sure give a fuck about him all of a sudden when you have way worse that's factual with fucking video proof to fucking back it up. You have.
I just showed proof. You're asking for proof. You're always saying, don't make me pull the tapes up. I pulled the tape up and look at how you're acting. And Taurus Guy just came up with a great name for your podcast, the Not Without My Son podcast.
Baseless accusations by strangers on the fucking internet and with
It's court record. If that's what you guys are going off of, why is it a problem when anybody else goes off of
your
it?
shit. There's textual fucking evidence. There's video evidence that you pretend is fake. Enough.
Okay. No, the evidence you acquire is chef's kiss, but anybody else, it's a problem. Calm down, Hussy Junior.
If I were you, I'd leave it the fuck alone. I'd leave it alone before I do decide to take a look.
Oh no.
I've had enough.
You're going to prove something that you say for a change? Wow.
I've had enough.
Well then,
Of
you know
all-
what? You know what the best... Pistachio? So much shit is said about me. So many lies are spread about me. Crazy lies. If you heard about... I hate to see what you do. You're threatening otherwise to somebody over public information. I ignore it. You know why? Because if it's a lie, it's a lie. The only people who protest this much are people who are trying to deflect from what they're actually doing.
All of y'all. Thank you for the jewels, Maximus. Appreciate you.
Well, 10
Appreciate
jewels.
you so bad.
I hope all of that, the problems you just created for you and him was worth those 10 jewels. Because listen, I'm not threatening him. I'm not. There's nothing I'm going to do IRL, because that's ridiculous. That's absurd. But now you're telling me he's going to reach into my real life and do what? Is he going to harm me? Is that what you're saying? Should I file a report tomorrow on this guy who has a track record? And then we can prove the stalking through Uber. Then we can call up. See, you don't have no idea how this works. You're not even playing the internet game now. It's all fine and dandy when you're getting the viewers and the money. You got Hussy up there slagging off and lying and defaming people. It's not how it works.
Quack is actually licking up DN. I don't know what that means. Cope. Ninja, enough.
Yep. There you go.
I'm not giving you the attention that you crave. Are you insane?
You are literally giving him attention.
Go away. Go in
Nope.
Cummy's chat. Go get it.
See, there you go. Miss Advocate for the Children referring to it as a slang term, which is just cringe. Right? Thank you, Beth. Peanut, get your boy. I told her to reel him in after last night, but she's not even going to address that post. It's okay for him to do the most and to come out here and try to intimidate people like he does all the time.
Attention from someone who's willing to give it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I will. See you guys later.
Sure.
I'm going to proper stream later with Greggy Poo.
Good.
And-
Good. And if anybody is archiving, because I have a podcast tonight and I have a lot of work to do after the podcast and tomorrow. So I don't know if I'll be live until tomorrow evening. Could somebody archive that? Because I have a feeling that it's going to be juicy.
So we shall reconvene. Also, please donate to Greg's GoFundMe if you can. This
Oh, the GoFundMe that he falsely represented? Sure. You just told everybody. You just showed them what was really up. And now you want them to donate to it? He hasn't had a donation in over a week. So he hasn't had water for at least 10 days or 2 weeks that we know of. And the lane is a year old. You don't see how this is problematic at all. What kind of drugs are you doing?
man is really struggling. A lot of terrible financial things have befallen him as of lately.
So why is he taking all the money that he gets from people and blowing it? Why is he having all this food delivered instead of being like, help? You know, if he was genuine, if he were genuine, he could probably get it paid off. But I have heard him and you and others talk about all the money that's passed through his hands from women, and there's still a $1,200 lien. You know, it's unfortunate that he can't just go to the bank and pay that off. But that sounds that's not even my problem. He has a I don't know what you'd call it. He has a fine against him because he did do something, and instead of giving him a conviction, they gave him a chance to pay it back. But he's innocent. Okay.
As can be further proven by Negz's attempt to try and fuck him over
Oh, it's my fault now. Calm down, Hussy.
further and reach into his real life. Please
Deceptive practices. Deceptive practices.
support if you can. He puts
And we're not done with the fact that he has a lawsuit claiming to be crippled from these injuries, but he's dancing on TikTok. He's jumping around on live streams, putting ape mask on, clown wigs, and all this other stuff, talking shit, dragging all this attention toward him, right?
further and reach into his real life.
I didn't reach into his
Please.
real life.
Support if
And you can't say that. You can't even bitch about that after what you just said. You said he is not above doing that and otherwise, but it's a problem for me to share public information. You are threatening real life harassment and intimidation from the guy who dared somebody to come to his house, right? And then had to come out with a gun. You're threatening that for somebody that's innocent, right?
you can. He puts out content. I
No,
put
you
out
don't.
content.
No, you don't.
Support. Show your support by,
Non-tent.
by donating any which way you can.
Okay.
And like I said, we'll reconvene later. Goodbye.
Well, that was incredibly stupid for you to do. That was bad. That was really bad. That was really, really, really bad. Should not have done that after he posted that stuff. And said all the stuff they did. Look, I've been sitting around listening to this dude say the most for weeks and weeks and weeks. I didn't do that out of revenge. I'm not that petty. But if somebody's going to accuse me of things I haven't done, they're going to lie, they're going to defame my character, and they have a GoFundMe that's publicly available, and they're trying to get money from the same community that myself and actual good content creators share with actual good people, then yes, we almost have an obligation to root out the rats. If it's bullshit, then you just, every time you go live, Pistachio, you draw more attention to the problems. You draw more attention to it without even realizing it. You think that you're going to throw a couple threats around and then, oh, well, it's over, Greg. I threatened everybody. That's how it works. No, not really. Not really. You just made it worse. You always make it worse. I don't understand. You and everybody else say the same thing. I know. I've been listening to my past streams. I don't use the language like I used to. I don't speak how I used to. Because I learned, right? I was forced to learn because people don't know how to keep things proportional. So I said, okay, won't be like that anymore. And here I am getting the same treatment. It's because of me. It has nothing to do with anything else but me. But it's primarily because of you, Pistachio. Never in my life did I think that I would hear those words out of your mouth. Never in my life did I think you'd be out here threatening people. That's true, Anna. At least we could put the information out there, you know. And also, you know, this is the drama community. That's what everybody keeps saying. That's how it works. That's what we do here. You know? That's what we do. Uh-oh, where the hell did that go? That's what happens. That's what we do, right? And they want to play the game, but they don't want to be part of the they want to be the problem but not have that exposed. It's just look at everybody else, everybody else is the problem. I'm a victim. Same shit Hussy does. I mean, he'll go on stream and listen and be called out for threatening all these threats, and he'll be like, so you don't think they're... No, it has nothing to do with them. It's about you. It's your behavior. Yeah, buddy. What's up, crew shitter? So I thought that was interesting. Didn't think it'd take me nearly 45 minutes to get through it, but well, you know, I got a lot to say because that was reactionary in the worst way possible. Worst way possible. So I know we've already gotten a couple super chats. I'm going to set a mild goal for 2 hours. And you will be blessed. There we go. Got to have goals in life, guys. So, I mean, do you think that was problematic? Put a 1 in the chat if you think she just made it worse, since we're going by court of public opinion now. All right. Moving on. Oh, shit. What happened here? I got to shrink this down. Look at this hot mess here. Look at this mess. We have a stream here from, let me see. When's it from? From 2025, February 23rd, 2025. Old shit. It's old shit, right? It's old shit. That's what everybody... It's old shit. Why okay, yeah, it's old shit, but it's also very pertinent because we have this guy right now who had the whole community on his side to go at me and Clara, and somehow in 3 short months he's managed to do to everybody that supported him what he thinks everybody's doing to him. He's lost all the support. He's threatening people. He's criminally harassing people. Right? Real quick, I don't know if you listened to GP's response last night. I listened to a little bit of it. I can't stand to hear Hussy do these threats anymore. Like, the same video, I've heard it 3 or 4 times. He seems to think that Hussy led on to something about Maxwell that is some kind of gotcha, and I had to have a good laugh, like, because he says in one breath that he's lying about this, but then another thing he's not lying about because it makes him giggle at the people who are saying otherwise. Just go watch it. GP316. Hussy shouldn't have threatened him with CPS, but he did. Another person that he had within his orbit. And that's what we're going to take a look at today. Monica's still in his community. I don't know why she wouldn't leave. She lives in Poland. But AJ, he gave AJ her voice back. Remember when her voice was taken? After all she did? This is what happens when you collect trash, Hussy. It starts to stink.
Don't think this person or that person doesn't have the same kind of problem with you. Just because they're not suing you, it doesn't mean that you don't repeat this type of a behavior. At this point, I don't know what to tell you. You're still going after Belinda's looks or whatever you're doing with Damn It Amber, and you're going on and on. This is...
Oh, see? This is why I play this stuff, because it takes us back to when you were licking everybody's unshorn gooches. Doing the most. Now
Why
look
you
at you.
don't stop. This is why I'm suing you. Because you would never stop.
He's talking to AK, also known as Peanut Jr. I'm sorry, Pistachio Sr.
If you're not stopping now, why should anyone think that you would stop before lawsuit? Why should anyone think that you don't deserve a lawsuit?
I appreciate you saying that, because you keep getting worse, and you're right. Every day you're allowed to keep spewing this rhetoric, threatening people and all this stuff, the worse you get. And you're the only one that hasn't had any legal consequences. You sure as fuck hold everybody else to a standard, though.
I know why you don't want to talk about the witness tampering default. You don't want your 5 new people to know.
Oh, shit. Speak of the devil, and she shall appear. Towards Greg's diaper fund. Oops, sorry. Wrong person. Must be the... Bless your heart, Belinda. Thank you so much. You know what they're going to say now? That you've been supporting me since 1976, a whole year before I was born. That's what they're going to say. Guys, show some love for Belinda in the chat. I think it's awful, the things that he's been saying. We haven't heard from him all day. Maybe he's been told to be quiet. Because I've been watching a lot of his stuff, and to me it seems like he's not, I don't believe he's legally blind. I believe he's mentally disabled with an intermittent explosive disorder, a learning disability, or something like that. Or he's out here just trying to bait people into lawsuits, which is a problem for his counsel, too. He's not listening to me. What happened to Belinda Feller? Well, she's right there. She gave a super chat. And thank you very much, hon. And Hussy has just been mocking everybody's illnesses, everybody's problems, their teeth, their looks. Now he's going right back to CPS, targeting people's families, mentioning that they have a kid, because he knows that people's children are their crux. He knows that's a contention, and people are going to overreact.
You don't want them to know?
But he's been disappointed so far. Oh, great, you're eating nuts.
All right, so
First
now
time
we're
he's
going to have
ever eaten nuts.
AJ and Monica.
Yay!
And I'm going to put the link. You guys, if you would like to support the channel, my Cash App and PayPal is pinned in the comment section.
Belinda.
I will give you a shout out. And it makes AK really, really mad.
I'm sorry, what?
You guys, if you would like to support the channel, my Cash App and PayPal is pinned in the comment section, and I will give you a shout out. And it makes AK really, really mad.
Really? Really? And you wonder why people talk shit about your donors that make it public? Here you are, just sued somebody. You're in the process of suing somebody, and you're still poking them. G-Man, Azria, AK, now Gigi, now Carrie, now me, and now, did I say AJ? It's like 6 or 7 people. 8, if you include Belinda, 8. You just can't stop.
They were already saying, oh, Hussy made $100 on Friday night. He was hustling, but they constantly pocket watch me.
Oh my God, you
I
look
don't know
so
why.
bad.
But
Same shit, different
speaking
year.
about pocket watch, AK said the other day, Belinda, I will give you $1,000 if you show Junior on camera. Let me get this straight. You're out here begging for money. And you want to hand Belinda $1,000 just like that?
Talking to yourself? You said you made over 50K a year. You have a goal every day. You sold settlement information that you had no right to sell.
Does your audience know this?
Does your attorney know this?
AK got $1,000 to just hand Belinda.
It's always money, isn't it? It's always money. And that's the person you're suing. Or was.
And she's like, I'm already down $30,000. She's showed no
Turkey
no
Toes, I'm
receipt
sorry
for
for your loss.
$30,000. She claims she doesn't. She's asking for money, right? But she's taking that money and she's buying membership. She's taking that money and she's giving $1,000. $1,000. Really?
Well, I mean, like, you know, it's awfully funny that you don't talk about her anymore. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird, guys? It's almost like he may have signed something, right? He must have signed something. He's probably waiting to blow through. Oh, the money's gone. Casinos.
Belinda, listen to me, bitch. Be smart. Tell Junior to come on camera and get that 1,000, and make sure you send me some.
Okay. Now, what are you doing
Listen
to
to me.
Belinda?
Take her up on that offer. Put Junior on camera and take that $1,000. I smoke Marlboros, bitch. Them ain't cheap. Them ain't cheap. Okay, David.
Either our casinos and watered down drinks.
Hello.
Hey, AJ. Hi,
How's it going, guys?
how are you?
Long time we didn't be together like this.
Yeah.
I know. This has been a long time.
Yes.
How are you guys doing? Are you having a good day?
Yeah. How are you doing?
My day is almost finished
Yeah. Monica's in Turkey.
because I living in Turkey.
Oh, Turkey.
Yeah, not Poland.
Right. All right. So,
Poland.
AJ, do you want to start first? You
Oh,
look great.
Exactly, Laura.
look how beautiful she is.
Monica, you look beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Wow, I love that. That's great makeup. And you never wear makeup. It's beautiful.
I make it special for this occasion.
Thank you so much. All right, AJ,
Hello, Lana.
Hey, it's not bad.
you want to talk about?
Yeah, I'm looking at me. My experience. Well, first off, I think it's important to
Well, let's make it
establish.
very clear to the audience that we don't talk about two people here. We're just strictly
Yes,
talking
no,
about her
no.
experience.
Oh, you mean the people you already talked about? See, what you're trying to keep people from talking about is literally what you're doing actively on a daily basis. And do you see how it had consequences in your case? And you don't. Okay, no, that's good.
Specifically bodega.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, first off, yes, thank you, Hussy, for clarifying the whole empathize, not sympathize, empathize, and that's trying to understand why people are doing something. Okay, not saying that that I feel sorry for anybody. That's
right.
what it is, right? So, thank you for clarifying that. And I want to just say straight off the bat, it is
Oh. Sorry, I just remembered
known
something.
now. They have even put it out there that they work together as a group. Okay, so they said the channels are shared, everything. They say, are we gonna do something, right, Monica?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So,
I'm quite aware. A lot of people
I just
are aware.
want that out there,
Uh-huh.
But Hussy has been one of the only people.
I make a show. I'm sorry. I make a show for people. I make a show.
You're gorgeous.
She does.
Look at you, Monica. You
I
could've
just
fucking
showed
put your
it to my
finger up.
husband. I said, "Look at Monica." I said, "Look at Monica."
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. We had
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I want to say something. Why? I didn't say this to anybody, but AJ knows. I was photo model in the past.
You really look, beautiful. I don't
Because
say that often, but you look beautiful.
you will see me in my, real life, and now I'm in the show. I'm sorry that I take your space.
I can't even. My eyes can't go off of you. I can't.
All right, let's
Should I
not
shoot
lose
turn
track
off the
because
camera now?
Monica, you're so beautiful. It's distracting. Sorry.
Yeah.
So I turn off my camera when I will start to speak. I will turn on, okay?
Yeah,
Because I
no,
take
focus on AJ, not mine.
yeah, I take it myself for now. See you later.
All right, AJ, go ahead.
No, Monica, don't hide that gorgeous.
I need to because people cannot focus themselves.
Her eyes. Look, everybody's saying her.
Thank you very much, but we need to focus on our subject.
Go ahead.
After when I will talk, I will turn on my camera because I want to speak.
Okay.
Oh,
Right.
Monica has some shit to say. Like for real, dude. Like.
All right. So talk about your experience with AK.
Well, Hussy, you've been one of the only people that have spoken up about this, and I appreciate that. You actually just showed the proof of my experience with AK, like the whole thing, because we've established they work together as a group, right?
I know. A lot of people on the internet are useful idiots. The only problem is it's not a secret anymore, and everybody knows. And listen, you ever had your parents say, "Quit while you're ahead"? Totally a foreign statement to them.
Yeah. They've said it several times on their panel.
That's weird.
Yes.
We
man.
are all one.
Yes, exactly. So keep that in mind. Just you have to keep it's very frustrating because it's like, well, then somebody can go, well, that wasn't
And
me.
that whole
That was-
swatting thing
you guys
that-
work together as a group. You guys have said
You
it.
didn't get swatted.
And that swatting thing that somebody put on the community tab, the bodega, and I got swatted. They work as a group. So,
Yeah.
okay.
I know.
Go ahead.
So, well, it started in August of 2023, and I asked a question.
Oh, God. You see, Hussy? She's a problem now. You've harassed her the worst, but she was helpful, useful to you, rather, then. Yeah?
About videos and
About what?
because, about certain videos. I just asked a question.
videos. Okay.
That was it. Okay.
Exactly, and I was in there.
Okay.
Yes. Monica was on the stream. She heard everything.
Yes.
She saw everything. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So I asked a question. That didn't go over well.
Oh, no, Misty, she's not.
And then it just escalated from there. It went from like, so what they do is they'll start by like little, well, I'll say little, but I mean, they try to find like the most like egregious things they could say about you without crossing into actionability at first.
Uh-huh.
Like
Yeah,
at
for
first.
sure.
Okay.
In first.
Yes. So like they just, started like attacking my faith,
Yes, yeah, that,
You're not bitching about somebody attacking your faith, are you?
that you believe
Yeah.
on Jesus, this and that.
yeah, but they were doing heinous things about that, right? So, and it's like they didn't get a reaction out of me because you're not.
And they're pissing them off very much.
Yeah. So then what they do then is they go to the next level,
Right.
and
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
what
I know. Phone calls. False emergency phone calls. Documented, submitted. Identity theft. Documented, submitted. Working together. We know.
so then they started saying the things that they've accused you. I don't even want to say it out loud, but the things that they've
Exactly.
accused you and Gigi.
Everybody knows.
Yeah, they started accusing my husband of that. Like,
Yeah, well, he can't stop looping about it. So, yeah, he won't let anybody... He can't even get over it.
and that was like, what? And that's where
And
the
it was
line.
not only, I want to say this, it was not only verbally, it was in the writing.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Hussy, and
I
Hussy
know.
showed that, and I do have.
AK called her husband a pedophile.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
And you called her husband at work multiple times.
Yep.
And I want to precise something.
Yeah.
Her husband is not 20 years older than she is.
Oh yes. Oh yes. They keep saying that they have the screenshot. Thank you, Monica, for reminding me of
You're
that.
welcome.
They keep saying that they have a screenshot of me saying that I was 13 and my husband was like 28 when I met him. No. There's a 2-year, not even 2 years. There's a
Yes.
2-year difference. Okay.
Exactly.
Keep in mind, this is over a year ago. This is last February. That's how quick things change. Now look where he's at now. And by the way, right is right, wrong is wrong. That's my only stance during these reviews. I don't care for her. I don't like her kink. It's out there. It's gross. But Pistachio doing what she's doing is wrong. Right? I don't care for her, but what he's doing is wrong. If I were to placate it, that would be me welcoming it to my life. Instead, I got Pistachio threatening it over public information.
I don't know where, and like funny that you've never seen that proof or
Screenshot,
evidence.
yeah,
And,
interesting.
and like of course, like because Tragic has falsified screenshots before. That's why
Yeah.
you know, like the whole, he said that I called him for like, I don't know, it started off like.
Thank you
I
so
was-
much. Thank you so much for the PayPal.
Oh yeah.
Of course, you gotta interrupt the conversation to show that off, right? This is all what it's all about to you.
Woo! We make a show. We make a show. people.
Well, there's some documentation of the money you made.
Okay. Thank you very, very much. So, yeah, go ahead.
No, they never have proof, Nikki, ever. Like, and when they do, like, you can tell that. Well, because I know what happened. Like, Monica was even there.
You
when
wasn't there.
that
I
happened.
was fucking on the live stream with AJ, and it was turn on and turn off because she was making a mistake. Please.
I
give me a-
accidentally made a phone call, like, to Tragic. I did not. I'm not very Discord savvy. Like, I mean, I love Discord, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not very tech savvy. Okay, so I accidentally made a call, and I hooked off as soon as I possibly could, and so it ended up saying a few seconds. He
It
was
was
in the
exactly
background
3
saying-
seconds.
Yeah, like, yes, it was.
Or 9. Oh, I'm sorry, 9 seconds or something in this matter. But what I want to say,
Well, he said
AJ
9
showed
hours
the proof
and
of this.
10 hours.
Yes, it was not 9. No, oh my gosh. You are not
I
so
showed.
intelligent,
I
man.
literally showed
Sorry.
video of myself scrolling, so you knew that I wasn't just editing a screenshot. Okay, so I just.
Oh God, Pistachio did another one. Says, but wait, there's more. I'm not even going to get into it. We'll circle around to that. You go watch it yourself because she just keeps making it worse and worse and worse and worse. And oh, she has Greg up. I'm definitely not watching that shit. Fuck that.
want everybody to know that like they will. Do you know how easy it is to like edit something to
I
make
know
it
they
look
do it all the
Yes.
we'll call it the DMs. They're lies.
Yes.
They're
Yes.
lies. And AK wants to use it as evidence that I asked certain somebody for a picture of their butthole. This person is
sorry.
giving.
I know.
This person is giving doctored evidence
Yes.
for her to use to
I know.
defend himself in court.
I know.
Okay.
Do they not know that they're
First of
digital
all,
forensics?
it's irrelevant. First of all, it's irrelevant whether I ask certain somebody
Are you saying that they perjured themselves? Is that what you're saying?
for butthole.
Absolutely.
But that never happened.
Yep.
So they
Exactly.
make it up.
Yes. But they do. And I don't know if they.
They
I think-
mixing so much stuff. They try to gain something. Now again,
Yes.
I will show myself.
You shouldn't
Listen
hide
up.
yourself. You're too gorgeous.
AJ didn't talk about the situation, what was happening to her husband and her family because of what they're doing.
Right.
It was here that they're
Yes.
calling in the real life.
Yep.
You will see this.
Yep.
Some people can be nice, but this niceness can be over, you know?
Yep.
And she went live as soon as I did. You know what she did that for, right? Hoping I would snipe it. Nah. I'll read the transcript, and if I get bored in a week later.
Some people say it, so why he's not suing me? Don't scratch this. Don't scratch yourself on this. You don't have enough. These 2 men, they are suing you. And this is what I want to say. Thank God that Hussy and Gigi make this. I'm sorry. They take it so much stuff on their attack.
Yeah.
But people like me and AJ and others, we have families. Okay. I'm in this glad position that I'm outside of
The U.S.
United States.
Right.
But because I'm very close with AJ, they will make it aggression towards her because she's in the United States. That's why she didn't say anything what they done, and I didn't spoke about this. Okay.
No, Monica didn't because she knew the type of repercussions that it could have.
Yeah, they cannot do it anything to me. Okay, if they will try, okay, you will have a very big shit on your hands.
But yeah, the laws in her country are completely different.
Don't
You can't
try.
get away with it.
Okay?
Oh my God. What are they gonna do? Extradite them for being dog shit on the internet? That's all you think about is you don't know shit about international law, Hussy. You don't know shit about U.S. law. You know nothing. I gave you a whole crash course on law, and you ignored it. And now look, Monica is still supporting him, and he's on the. What they're bitching about now is what he is doing for the most part. It's
Don't
crazy.
try.
And which I'm glad too, because Monica has a family too. Like that's the whole reason that I haven't spoken about what's been going on, is because and I feel like I can more now, but I couldn't at the time that it was happening.
No.
No, because it's not. It doesn't just come back on me. It's not just on me.
You
They
guys,
brought
do you
in my
notice how
family.
many people have like, kind of like logged off?
Oh,
Do you realize how many people don't even mention their names anymore?
yeah,
You ever think why?
Oh yeah.
because of these behaviors.
I know
You see
why.
what I'm saying?
Shut the fuck up
I'm not
and
gonna
log
be
off.
bullied. Yeah, I'm
I
not
said
gonna
to
be
you,
bullied.
shut the fuck up and log off.
Yeah,
Who the fuck are you think you are?
that's what AK says. Shut the fuck up and log off. If you can't handle being called a pedophile, predator, log off.
Yeah, she's like, well,
I'm sorry. Could you just say that again, sir? Can you say that again? Nobody's calling you that. You're allowing other people to call people that. You're allowing your chat to totally smear people. But can you say this again?
Log off.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
said
gonna
to
be
you,
bullied.
shut the fuck up and log off.
Yeah,
Who the fuck are you think you are?
that's what AK says. Shut the fuck up and log off. If you can't handle being called a pedophile, predator, log off.
yeah, she's like, well, maybe if
all
you
gonna
just shut
come
the
up in
fuck
court.
up. Are you kidding
It's all
me?
gonna come court,
Like, because
court.
there's a line when something is like when you're accusing, and it's funny because I can hear her say this now. They're all saying this now.
Yes.
You're accusing me
I
of
want to
criminal
point something. Timo, yes. She don't try. I hope she don't want to. Listen, maybe I'm living in Turkey. Okay?
Uh-huh.
But I have a European Union passport, okay?
Okay. What does that mean? What does that mean?
Yes.
What is that? What's with the vague threats with y'all? What does that mean? None of us live in Europe.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
That's the thing that,
Like I say, AJ,
Right,
I don't
Cruz?
want to push her
No.
and going again and again to the situation type deal.
it does feel good to get it out of.
Oh my
Yeah, that's good. We are
God.
3 persons in here together. It's a fucking shit show. Okay?
He's over stuffing his dirty sausages into his mouth as he has dried cat feces on the wall.
Vicky.
Listen,
Say that again.
I want to say only this. I'm 44 now. Hello.
Yeah,
I
Hi.
don't use any filters on my face.
Okay, good for you.
I'm not talking about this. But if you are so huge, big ass bitch to talking like this, oh,
Yup.
show your face.
Yeah.
Show your face.
I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna speed this
Say
up
with your
a
full
little more.
chest then. I've come on here too. Everybody knows.
Exactly. When I say something, I'm responsible for this, what I'm talking. Okay? And now, why I say to Hussy, I will show myself on the camera. Why?
Wait, she's only responsible for what she says. So why is he holding Carrie responsible for something I said 2.5 years ago when I didn't even know who Carrie was? You see what I'm saying? That's why he's crossed the line into criminal harassment. It's not just AJ. Look, right is right, is wrong is wrong. I don't like her. Okay? We all have to coexist in this neck of the woods. But you feel me? Like, he's doing it to multiple people. It's just it's
Because
just-
I have it
it's
now.
absurd.
Emotional.
I'm not hiding
damage.
myself on Avatar now. Now we are on open, okay? The shit show is very good and it's
Like my bush
going
hat.
very well.
Yes.
Flea market.
I have reached my limit after
Yes.
a year and a half of this bullshit. I've
And somehow you looped right back around into bullshit with Hussy. You went from me to the bodega with Tragic, basically. He's the one he's the useful idiot over there. And so is AK. And then you went, and then now to Hussy. There's a way to take care of this, right? But this is what I'm saying with AJ. She has a solid criminal case against this guy. All she's got to do is file a complaint. But if you're just going to play victim, then you're throwing it into you're throwing everybody else to the wolves.
reached my limit. Like, and I appreciate that, Hussy.
And
And
she's
I
asking-
think Monica, like,
AK is asking you basically to sue her. Remember when you
Yes.
said the
Oh, yeah.
she's like, sue me. She wants it. I don't get it.
I could, and you have no idea what's been, because you don't know me, because you don't know me.
Well, unfortunately, not all of us have an attorney who will allow us to go out and rage bait people into lawsuits and get them to settle, while they systematically file motion after motion to drain people's savings, while their client goes out and sells sensitive information, actually private information from settlements for $100.
You don't know what
I
I
don't have to hide in myself. I'm happily married for 14 years. Okay,
Yeah.
it's not a big problem for me. I know where I am. Okay, what I want to
Okay.
say, the situation is really shit show. What was the situation? She says something, yeah, log off this and that you harass her, and this
Oh, by the way, if anybody has any problems with the super chats, let me know. I know Beth had a problem. I want to make sure there's not. I don't know. Sometimes there's issues.
This and that. And I was reading. Listen, I'm not from America, but I was writing your fucking constitution, the bills, what you write it, what your country is. Harassment and defamation and threatening, it's fucking illegal. Okay.
Well, no, defamation isn't. Slander isn't. But I'll tell you what is illegal is when you threaten to sue people over nothing constantly, call their husbands at work, threaten to call CPS, follow them into their chats, and you shouldn't let him on panel. But there he is, right? What he's done by definition of U.S. law, the exact definition, he is committing criminal harassment. That's not just me throwing shade to be like, oh, be nervous. I got a bigger brain than that. But that's what's going on. What he's doing is illegal now. I could lie about you. I could defame your character. That's not illegal. That's protected speech. Doesn't mean you're protected from consequences.
Okay. And malicious doxing, it's illegal. Thank you.
That's the other
I don't
thing.
know who said to her this, that it's not the fucking illegal. Because she said in Maryland, it's not illegal. Yes, it's illegal. If you're threatening people,
Yes.
what the hell is wrong with you?
Exactly.
If you're in another country with an accent, don't speak about our civil rights and our Constitution. You're in Turkey. Turkey. Not even, you can't, they're not even comparable. You can't even compare Turkey's Bill of Rights or Constitution to the United States Constitution. Right? The U.S. Constitution is why we have these problems. But that's the price of freedom.
Exactly. That's the thing. It's the context. And when she said like about Hussy, like, oh, we just guessed. Oh, really? You guessed? In a city of 6-7 million people? Like, are you kidding me?
I've sped them up multiple times.
All right. Like,
Hold on. How did you guess, AK, when you literally were on panel with Ritalin and other people with my entire address and my name showing? How did you guess? You doxed me. You had the information. You guessed nothing. You have everything. And I don't care about any information about you. I really don't. Why did you go to Facebook to look up my deceased father's information? Why?
Yes, Timo, it's exactly this.
Well, why did you go to Facebook to look up Gigi's Facebook? And if you're out there saying these things without any proof, then you're slandering and defaming somebody. This cracks me up, dude. You, her, Pistachio, Gerg, all of you are the consummate victims. And it's a grift. It's a grift. And it doesn't have to be about money, because let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, brother. Attention is priceless.
Yes.
What is wrong with you at 42 years old that you feel the need to go to deceased people's accounts on Facebook? You have nothing to do at that time. You wasted that time. You couldn't go out, take a walk, or play with your dog. That is more important to you. And you take this picture and you put a clown's hat on top of it, and you find that shit funny.
yeah, and that's
Your parents hate me.
It is not
disgusting. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. You embarrass yourself. You embarrass your family. And you deserve what you're getting. You deserve to be dragged in court by more people.
Can I say something? Fuck around, find out. Trump 2025. I love this.
but
Wait a minute. Are you mocking that, or are you saying that legitimately? Because I thought this guy had a big problem with right-wingers. I can't see a far-leaning right-wing person moving to Turkey.
he's like they say that you, like, the other people say all this egregious shit. Like, okay, for one, okay, hurt feces are one thing, okay, but when you cross a line and now you are, accusing people of like, not even, okay, listen.
Go ahead. Let me know.
The accusations, those are some of the, like, even in, it's not like they're even accusing you of stealing, of this or that and the other. No. It is the most heinous things ever.
Protection for these words.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
They have accused me of stealing.
Well, no, I know.
We meaning in like this, that you can have after,
Right.
if somebody will call this and that, you can have fucking screw up with your work, with your life. When you will go
AK wanted a
because
back and
somebody
forth.
called.
AK wanted a back and forth with me. You did want it. You poked and poked for over a year. I ignored you.
Yeah.
How much do I have to ignore, AK?
Well, you're definitely not ignoring anything now. That tells me that you're not going to do anything. And if you do, you're basically opening the door for criminal complaints from your rhetoric. I've witnessed it myself. right? You've crossed the line with at least 2 people now. You have done nothing but belligerently harass Carrie. I watch nearly all of her streams, and she talks about what you're doing. You have crossed the line with AJ with the threats. That is what you would call, what you put in your affidavits. It's
Emotional damage.
And it would be okay if it was like one time. But yeah, your CPS, the police, over stuff that's not even true. I wish we had went to front of a jury with you.
I still gave you a warning about.
It's just unfortunate that our lives were falling apart and Clara was sick and we couldn't pursue it any farther because we had to focus on other things. But you know, that's who you are. That's what you do.
The lawsuit, and you still did it. Nobody feels sorry for you.
No, and the fact that they're like, oh,
Racist stuff. Racist stuff. Listen up. I'm hairy too.
No,
everybody's hairy.
I'm
Y'all
hairy.
hair.
If I will make myself close up, I'm hairy because every woman is fucking hairy.
She doesn't care. She doesn't care. Somebody,
It's not
one of her
racist,
friends,
lady. Sorry, it's not racist.
One of her
What, she got a bush up to her navel?
friends said that AK is hairy. She's whatever. She doesn't care. She didn't say anything about that. It's only what I say.
Yep.
But like it's going on now in your country. Common fucking sense and be logical. Jesus, to be hairy, it's not fucking racist.
No, you know what she called? You know what she called me? Like, and I'm only saying this like because I don't care about that stuff. Like, I really don't. But I have never even called her a derogatory name. Like when I'm speaking to her. Okay, I read one message where I said. I was referencing her and I said, well, then just don't be, I was telling somebody else and I said, just don't be a bitch then. That's all I've ever said. Okay.
You don't have to say anything.
Call her for words.
She
It's
said
unnecessary.
after they established that saying Oriental was bad, like after they established this, she said, I don't care. She's an Oriental bitch. And I was like,
Oh, she said that?
I'm the Polish bitch.
Wait, she said Oriental bitch?
Yes.
yes. And I don't care about that. Like,
Okay, Hussy. Here you are again, while you're out there calling people migrant workers, calling them this and that, and you're like, oh, did she say Oriental bitch? You're always looking for that victim card. Victim card, right?
I'm just saying though but they act like they care. So if you act like you care about it when it's done to you, then I'm gonna have to hold you to that standard. Is what I'm saying. I don't care about it, but like she does this stuff and then cries when it happens.
You
to
cannot
her.
be screwed because somebody calls you hairy.
Exactly.
Because somebody calls you Chewbacca. Are you fucking insane?
You don't go to jail because you're hairy. You don't go to jail. Oh, but you know what? You do go to jail for, and you know, actually, what one of the most dangerous things too like the circumstance, like if you are
repercussion in your life.
The things that you've accused my husband, Hussy, Gigi, that is the thing. That is the thing.
Oh, you mean the things that Hussy has accused others of doing? Mr. Sue, everybody. Dude, I've got, I think, about 12 instances of slander, whatever, lies. He's lied about me in the last 3 months. It's an average of 4 a month, and they're pretty bad. Pretty bad. But, you know, I'm not exempt from a lawsuit. Well, he's not exempt from a criminal complaint because he's earned it at this point. But if AJ's just going to loop and loop and loop on this stuff for 12, 14 hours a night, then okay, then she is also enabling it. I would have, after the 3 calls to my significant other's work, I'd already filed it. That's uncalled for. In hindsight being 2020, back years ago, I should have filed, I tried filing one against MFW over a gun threat. And they laughed at me and I said, well, that's fucked up.
So talking like this stuff is first and foremost danger for normal people. They say that it's a fun, this is this and that. No. You need to cut off this fucking bullshit. I'm sorry, but there is no friends around you, AK. And you say that you don't know me, that why I'm writing like this stuff or another. First and foremost, we was on the panel together. Yes, this is first and foremost.
Yeah, we were. Yes.
And you call me bitch this, bitch that. I never call you like this because I don't took myself to this level.
Right.
Okay?
Oh yes,
This is first and foremost because it's unnecessary to talking like this towards people.
Right. That's true.
Wow. But now you sit there with him while he does it, right, Monica? Right? You join in, as a matter of fact. Oh, how quick things change.
Listen,
AJ too.
I don't know. It's not my life. Do what you want to do. But if I will have like this situation, for example, and AJ or Hussy, no, AJ generally, if she will have like this situation that she will talking badly about somebody and she will be in the fucking court or some situation legally, I will say to her, turn off the fucking stream, we need to talk. It will be my reaction because I'm her friend.
Yes.
Exactly.
There's people in there, they gaslight you, they pump it up you.
Yes.
I don't know what the hell. Listen, I don't getting anything from this.
No.
No, Miss Mel.
I'm not getting anything from this.
No, yeah.
I'm outside lady, you know, I'm viewer, AJ is my friend, Hussy is my friend, that's it. I don't get anything. And now I'm talking this what I see. What is your action? And I don't know.
Vicky, we asked a question. That's what it was. We asked a
Yes.
question.
And after that,
Hey, Savannah, can you, before we forget, can you talk about what Ritalin?
Oh, what he did. So the other day, well, I didn't know, and well, not the other day, but I mean, I just found out like the other day. But
oh yeah,
like he
Speaking of Savant, don't forget, Gerg, if we could circle back to the beginning of the stream, what you have falsely accused me of too. And now what you're threatening people over public information, that just proves that you are exactly what they charge you for.
he did it on Valentine's Day.
oh thank you.
I saw that it
Like
was
somebody else.
Yes, so it was over a week ago. But he freaking messaged me that I was like a hideous person on the inside, like literally said on the inside. And I had a 5-hour phone call explaining what was going on back in 2023. Okay, I really wish I had that fucking recorded.
Why did you say you're a hideous person?
Because he said
AJ
that,
was agree with you that AK is out of the control.
no. It was a welfare
Matter, yeah?
wig account. It was the welfare wig account.
Okay, so what did he say?
So my thing was that he was willing to take ownership of it, right?
He
Okay,
didn't take ownership. He said that my alias is Welfare Wig. I'm a proud member of the Bodega.
right. Which I think I told Monica. I said, so wait a minute. You were willing to do that on Twitter. Take full ownership of it.
Yeah,
Regardless of
this
whether
is
it's true or not, like whatever. But now all of a sudden, I'm a terrible person because
Oh, that's right. That's right. He wasn't. That's right. That's right. Look, the things that this guy has to live with, knowing that he did, I don't care what kind of malignant narcissist you are, it's going to eat you alive. And I don't know if it may just be me, but since I've started covering his actual words, because he knows there's nothing legally stopping me from doing that. Nothing. He's allegedly done things that are in violation of agreements, but he knows that he can't stop me. And I've just noticed that he's started drinking more. And I've always said that there's ghosts chasing him, and he's chasing ghosts. I think he's haunted by his own actions.
I said I agree that you took ownership of, like you took ownership of it, and that you would have to answer for that. Then why don't you say it with your full chest now?
Can you read the message?
Can I show you? Can I
Read the message.
Oh yeah, sure.
lady.
Hang on.
Welfare Wig was an account on Twitter.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Can I just state something for the record? You and others take this shit way too serious. If you didn't take it so serious, there wouldn't be these problems. AK has been acting the same way for years. Absolutely raging out over the same people, making threats. And allegedly, she's got a good job. Why not just do your job? Meet a man in real life. But instead, all these people get in there, and tragic included, they use her as a useful idiot to her detriment.
I had a screenshot of it too.
Target harassed me.
Oh,
Slander defamed me.
Targeted harassment. Really? Is that why you're claiming this now? Well, you have committed criminal harassment, sir. You haven't been convicted, but you meet the legal definition of it.
He called me a pedophile.
oh, even much worse.
Okay.
You said I gave alcohol and drugs to biters just last week.
After day, listen, like I say, I'm not insert myself, but I was making observation what the hell is going on, and this everything it go more and beyond normal dispute, you know. Oh, and I want to remind because they make a fun of my language, this and that. Okay.
I'm sorry. I was just.
You see, now
yeah,
I'm
they do.
very nicely.
Yeah.
I said I need to make some practice. I misspoke one time, and they hold themselves to this area.
No adult is gonna laugh at your accent. Okay, that's
I
how
don't.
this stuff.
Yeah, this is another.
Oh, this is the same guy who yesterday we reviewed a video where he shit all over his home health care aide. It's not a maid or a housekeeper, home health care aide, and mocked their accent. Mocking is a form of laughing.
Wait,
Okay,
listen.
okay?
Who am I?
There are people that can't even talk in on their panel, so don't worry about it.
Yeah. Please give me a break.
AJ,
And this is another situation.
If
What
you
I
want
wanna
to,
say,
Anna.
if you don't have anything to say and you don't know, fucking
I've been
stop
a
speaking,
useful
please.
idiot.
Yeah, I don't know.
AJ, read the comment. Read the
Okay. Well, I was just looking back. The last message before the one to
I see what you're
was
saying.
last year, almost the same time. So February 19th of 2024. But the most recent one was on Valentine's Day this year, and it was, "You're a hideous woman on the inside, and I'm sorry I ever considered you a friend." Okay. You are an awful person for believing Hussy. I'm not that account, and you're up there agreeing with him. You are low, very low. Are you kidding me? You took ownership of it. So why is it a problem now?
Right.
And that's all I was saying, was that if you took ownership, like, okay, maybe it's not your account, okay? And I'm not saying it is or it isn't. I'm saying, though,
I don't know,
you
Carrie, if
said
I
it
have.
was. So then you
Yeah.
would have to you're going to have to deal with that,
I don't
because
think
you
so.
took ownership of it. It's kind of like when you go into an interrogation, like with the cops, and you
This is-
admit to
yeah,
something,
another-
you're going to have to deal with it, you know?
Yeah, AJ, I agree. And this is another subject. AJ herself, she says, yeah, I talk to people, and she takes responsibility.
People don't realize that when they publicly claim that people are XYZ to them and they do this stuff, that it is a reflection of the people who claim them as well. And then this becomes a problem because they take it too serious and they force it into some kind of litigation or criminal liability, right? And then now you've got all these problems documented, recorded, posted, and I don't get it. I don't get it.
For this, what she's doing. So if you make an action and you're talking something and you're writing something, so you need to take the fucking consequences of this shit.
Yeah, so what are they going to do? Walk up and say, because I don't know if you guys know this, but tragic. And you know what, Hussy, I really appreciate this, and I hope that everybody hears the difference in the way that I'm speaking today.
I don't want to talk about. Hold on. I don't want to talk about her witnesses, so don't bring.
Oh,
it up.
okay.
But let me
Well,
tell you something. You're not the. He's not the only person that took ownership. Christina is here. Last month in the chat said, by the way,
Yeah.
Ritalin still welfare wig because I can't keep up because all this shit. So she admitted that she knew that it was Ritalin.
She asked if it was still him. She couldn't keep up. That's not an admission. That's confusion. But I understand how you would confuse those two.
Right.
And let me tell you something that I haven't said. Okay, but I got an email about a year and a half ago from a certain someone that also, before I knew that Ritalin took ownership, this person said to me that, yeah, they were friends with Ritalin at that time, and said, you know, he's very sneaky. He doesn't come out directly tell you that it's him, but he's making insinuations that it is him. And yes, I believe that it is him. Now, I never even told, I don't think I told you, I kept this person's name private because
Sure.
that's the kind of person I am. But they also,
It's the kind of person you are until you don't like them. And you can sell the info or criminally harass them.
I read the email to you guys a year and a half ago. But Ritalin, you can't hide. My attorney has all your information. We know why you don't go on panel talk about me. You were there with the doxing. You were there with the...
My attorney has your information. We're gonna mark that down as a threat because that is a vague threat. That's exactly what that is.
defaming and slandering. You're no better than the rest of them. How dare you attack AJ for repeating what's on your social media?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You are on panel with...
You're shaming somebody for repeating something that they said on the internet. But yet, when it's done to you, what's your first go-to?
people doxing and slandering and defaming and you're promoting them. You need to fucking look in the mirror. Why don't you continue to do that? As soon as you saw the lawsuit, you ran. You ran and you deleted that account, and now there's a whole new account, right?
Yeah, and
That's not you either? Okay.
And?
We'll find out.
and
Yeah, like that's the whole thing.
to be honest with you, Hussy, you and a lot of other people have taken it beyond litigation at this point.
Hey, Irate Princess, like you were saying, like what she said about you too. Like, yes,
This
I
was
know.
discussed. Yesterday we was watching this and I said, we was repeating what the fuck she says.
Yeah, like so if I just
No,
repeat like what people are saying themselves, then I'm terrible. I didn't say that. I said that it was something you would have to be like you're gonna have to answer for that because you've admitted it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it will be
Not
checked
that.
out. It will be they will checking, okay? That's it. If you are so sure that you are not this, not that, why you are so afraid? Why you are attacking somebody who's saying what was right? Yeah, please give me a break, people.
Let me tell you, Ritalin, how would you like Ritalin? You know, the bodega likes to say, you fuck around, you'll find out. You talk shit, we'll dox you. They call people's jobs. They call people's family. You said and done enough towards me. How would you like if you get the same action back?
There's another threat. You can't threaten to sue somebody and then turn around and threaten them with illegal actions, dipshit.
That you're a proud member of that group that they do on camera. How would you like it? Because we have your information. We have your address.
I don't have.
We have your information is intimidation, by the way.
People who will sue you, sue AJ.
How would you like it if your job was called and your boss was told your behavior online, that you're throwing that word pedo and predator regularly, and you're constantly around it? What would that make you look like, Ritalin?
I know, like you're backing people. I've said this before, but I'm not as vague now. Okay, and I hope people can see that. It finally feels really good to be. I haven't been able to talk about this stuff.
Yes.
I haven't been able to. Monica knows.
That's why AJ was so, because she thinking what she's saying, what she tried to explain, but no, not everybody will catch on this because not everybody are inside of the situation. That's why now you know, people, what the hell was going on behind the scenes.
You would think differently if
Ritalin,
you have to.
Let me talk. Ritalin, why don't you come in here like you did before?
Yeah.
Ritalin, you know when you were on panel and you doxed my entire childhood to present? How about if I do that?
Dox your entire childhood. That's not how doxing works. You went on 21's panel and doxed them moments after you were trying to kiss their ass. You failed dox multiple people. You're on video admitting to calling the police and trying to send them to people's houses. So really, as far as you threatening lawsuits, baseless lawsuits on people, and that qualifying as criminal harassment, you have multiple victims of that. As a matter of fact, you fall under that realm with me because you have no basis for any lawsuit, right? Read your agreements.
How about if I do that, Ritalin? Would you like it?
Yeah, exactly.
It's disgusting. It's, you know, how I can say this, what is going on. Okay, you can have a fun. You can make it the situation, okay, talking badly. Okay, it's not important. But when you're going in a real fucking life, you're doxing people, you're talking that they are this, that, and another. Okay, I can take it this one time. Okay, 2 times. But if you make it over and over and over again and playing victims, no, please.
I mean, even you don't have to like GP, but what they've been saying about GP.
Oh my God.
He's on the sex registry and this and that, and he's a white person.
He's a white person. I know what the bodega does, okay? A lot of people know. Hell, even the FBI knows about Tragic, all right? And that's just a matter of fact, right? But you recently threatened to call CPS on him. So I just want to point out to Hussy and all of you that him sitting here doing this, and compared to what he's doing now, is him calling himself out. Just because you haven't referred to me as the P word in years, still got the evidence that you did. You've accused me of contributing to the delinquency. You've accused me of, you've called me a groomer. I know you've done that. And the whole reason you called me the P word was because of false information you were given. And you're still doing it with everybody. False information. The whole choking thing that you feel. I don't know why you feel all of a sudden that you need to call CPS because somebody in the privacy of their bedroom is doing something. You came on here and admitted you like to have bananas shoved in your bum. Should we call Social Security and your home health care aide and let them know that you're having men up and shoving things in your butt? If you're so disabled that you can't work, you can't do all this other stuff, then maybe that's a problem. I'm not encouraging. I'm not going to do it. I'm just using a comparison here for you, sir, because I think you forget yourself.
What?
No, GP is not white.
GP is not white. Stacked to the 9s, and he's a handsome black guy. That's what he is.
Yes, he is. Hussy, I take your show. Yes, he is.
Yeah. It's a true word.
It's a true. I love imitate you, Hussy, but yeah. Oh, hello. Listen, people, this is fucking amazing for me. We don't have some like this shit show in here. And I was talking to AJ, and I was saying, if you acting like this in the internet, and especially you don't show your face, you're so brave. Okay. I wonder that you will make it this in the real life, because now the internet, it's the same like real life.
This is taking me a long
the real
time to
world
understand.
enter on the internet. And it's not important which country, where are you, okay? It's a fucking real life, okay? So I wonder that you will be so stunning and brave, say the words what you're talking behind the screen.
She won't. When I saw her in real life,
I show myself and I can say what I'm thinking,
when
what I
saw
was
her in real
writing.
life,
I'm not afraid my words because I'm not talking ill. I'm not talking bad towards
she's
people.
a coward. She's a coward.
I try to prove people. I try to educate people or something in this manner. Intelligent people make a discussion, not fight.
I don't think anybody on this panel has any business talking about intelligence at all.
Not threatening people, okay?
Yeah, you don't have to do that. Like when
No, it's
Like
unnecessary.
you've got
If you want
mail.
to make a cross point on cross, yeah.
I know,
I don't
Hussy, you had something to say about because you did.
She doesn't turn her camera on for a very good reason. Okay? I don't think anybody would watch if she turned her camera on.
Well, you get away with it, so.
Listen, like I say, I show myself. AJ, she was showing herself before, and we don't scare. We don't scare to show it ourselves. But we was close.
Oh, but wait a minute. I got you for showing myself though. Remember? Because I was in Miss Mouthy said I'm her Sanrio's sister. Yes, absolutely. Like so, but they were upset. They did exactly what they say other people are going to do to them. Okay, so
Exactly.
whatever they anticipate, and
Well, that's because Hussy and the people you're speaking of believe that only their side of the story will be heard, and that may be true online. But again, everybody has crossed the threshold from litigation into criminal. And when it does that, even in litigation, just in criminal, it's a little easier to have your side of the story heard. People believe that only their side on the internet matters, and it doesn't. It matters to glad-handing sycophants who can't think for themselves and feel like they have to belong somewhere. But it doesn't matter anywhere else.
exactly what they say other people are going to do to them. Okay, so whatever they anticipate, and that doesn't mean though that you're going to do that. I do not behave like that. I was not.
Let's see here. Also, Irate Alex was a mod on your channel, Hussy. I just want to point out, almost all these people here, Pat Tina Tampons, I like that name. The only person left is David Anthony, and now you have activated him, Hussy. You've activated him to participate in your harassment. That doesn't cancel out everything you've said up to this point. It compounds it, because now, like Greg, Greg's already crossed that threshold. What Pistachio just said, we're into that threshold now. Any farther than that, boom, complaint. We're done with that, right? But you have made him an accessory to it, just as Gerg is made. What's her name? Julia? Is that Pistachio's name? Julie, Courtney Love? I don't know.
Raised like that, I do not behave that way.
Yeah,
However,
Alex hates him now.
I'm the same. In real life, on the internet, I'm the same. I don't make a games.
No. What you see is what you get with me.
Exactly.
I am.
He doesn't know that. I will take his weight. He knows this.
If I was really into the back and forth and I needed this kind of a content, I would have started going back and forth with AK when she first started attacking me.
So what are you doing now? It's only one-sided, because again, I'm gonna keep bringing it up until you stop living in this delusion or just admit that threatening people is your shtick, which is not cool. Carrie left for a month. It's the only example I have of this. Carrie left for a month, and every day, her name in the title, every day, you and the Grinch who stole grammar over there went in on looks, went in on this. You lied, you defamed, you harassed, you intimidated. And now you have, you see that number up there? That's not just general threats. That's just lawsuit threats. That's what you've done to all these people. And most of those are directed at 3 people.
But I think it's unnecessary. It's unnecessary because you will not win anything, because nothing is coming in there. Hello.
No,
You are
and
in
they
the
will
fucking
push it to the
lawsuit and you're still talking bullshit.
But my point is, not even making her understand. If I just wanted the content to go back and forth, I would have started attacking her back in the beginning, but I didn't want to have anything to do with her. She's been garbage for me. There is no DMs with me and her. I never watched her, nothing. And I was...
Okay, so let's talk about Carrie being your friend. You wouldn't be where you are today if it weren't for Carrie. And you're right in a lot of ways. You wouldn't have had the viewers. You wouldn't have got the super chats. You brag that you ran her off the internet. You wouldn't be where you are today without Carrie, because then when she wasn't your friend, you showed what kind of friend you are. I've never seen you go this hard over somebody that you swore was your friend. So she brought you all the admiration you had at one point, and then you used her to bring all of the hate that you now have. So you are right in that sense.
planning to continue ignoring her.
And I just, what's that, Fallon?
Stop it.
Okay.
Stop it.
But when that poster came out, Anybody would do something about that.
And I want to say something
Of
because
course.
I was very quiet about situation. She said, I didn't make this, what was that?
Poster?
Poster.
Yeah.
Listen, do you know the case of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard? It's not
Huh?
important that you don't make it. You reposted this under your name.
Wasn't Amber Heard's even like
Okay.
more vague than her shit?
And she even don't make it this, she don't post it everything she on.
Yeah, he benefited from her friendship, and he's destroyed himself with his hatred for her. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, he's exactly where he is because of Carrie, but it's not her fault, right? She did bring her audience in. Yeah, take accountability for that. Everybody has regrets, but because of her today, that's on him because he can't control himself.
Only make it the link.
Listen,
And she was not writing exactly what went and how. This poster is evidence that, yo,
hey, Lane, let me tell you something. She did retweet it, number one. And number two, I have it on tape where she said, we even guessed the address.
Yes, yes.
how do you get the address? I'm sorry.
No, but that's proof that she was part of the entire poster, making the poster. If she said, we guessed the address, that means
That's
you were a part
bullshit,
of creating that poster.
Ooh, very
Yes,
good.
that's true. That's true. Yes.
Do you want to
So you ignored AK for a year until you got her slammed with a lawsuit, and now you're out here doing the most. Why can't y'all just get on a conference call and bitch and moan and PMS together privately? I don't understand that. And I don't understand how you have taken all these people to court, called the police, called CPS, looked in the camera and said, maybe your kid will answer the door. I shared the picture out of revenge. I did it to teach you a lesson. Right? And then you look back at other people and what you've done to them, and then you sit here and still think you have the power to do that, but not learning from your past and other people's past. It's amazing. It's amazing. I am glad to be where we are now, where I am today, and looking at some of the people that I used to kiki with, I guess that's the way the kids say of being friends with, and seeing them be better too. And the only people I see not being better are the people who presented themselves as better, got all the support to make our lives difficult. I'm not holding anybody to that grindstone because I've let it go, right? But you had everybody because of shared dislike. It really had nothing to do with anything else. And now you think you still possess that ability when you, like Pistachio over there threatening people, doing all this for Gerg. You're just attracting more negative attention to yourself. You're going to catch the ire of people who won't hesitate to do what Pistachio said Greg won't hesitate to do. I won't. I'm 49. You think I want to like jeopardize what I've had to rebuild in less than a year? No, I don't. But I've also, in that rebuilding, reassured and made certain that it won't happen again.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes, and they do everything together as a group. She literally was just on a fucking stream with Alex, who made a phone call to who they think somebody is, to their ex-boyfriend, right? And said, "Are we going to call this motherfucker?" Is what she said.
Wait, what? Can you repeat that? Say it again?
She said, "Are we going
No,
to
before
call?"
that. Before that.
Okay, so she was on a stream with Alex, and she was calling. They were calling who they thought was a certain person's ex-boyfriend. Okay, and said, "Are we going to call this motherfucker?" Like, are you
Okay,
kidding
she
me?
loves that.
Yes, like you work together as a group. I've seen you.
And this is, and everybody around, they harass them, then this, that.
I've
But
done
nobody makes
screenshots
calls.
of them in the back. Oh my gosh! Like,
Listen, nobody calls to your work, whatever. The more terroristic stuff and terrifying stuff, you do it, people.
Yep.
Wow. I'm gonna do what I've always done, but what Hussy has adopted because he's starting to parrot me. He wants to be me.
In the back. Oh my gosh! Like,
Listen, nobody calls to your work, whatever. The more terroristic stuff and terrifying stuff, you do it, people.
Terroristic stuff. Thank you, Monica. Hussy's supporter, the person who joins him now, is calling that stuff that he does now terroristic. I wouldn't go that far. It's criminal because it's harassment.
Yep. That's yep.
The one call which Hussy and Gigi made it was not terrifying or threatening anybody.
No.
Sorry if it wasn't.
But how that's changed now, huh? Now that's a contention for Hussy that Gigi called someone. He's also lied his ass off about Gigi. He's lied his ass off about me. He's lied his ass off about AJ. He's lied his ass off about Carrie. And then with the nearly 100 lawsuit threats, he's made it impossible for him to ever have a case stick. Right? It's problematic when you start threatening, and then you file. Like, because look, if you're going to perjure yourself on an affidavit, you better be ready to pay the piper.
But
you show yourself on the stream, not Facebook, your voice. You say,
right,
they
Frankie?
will call to this motherfucker and your friends going through it. And this is illegal.
Three times. They called three
This
times
is
and left a voicemail. It was
What I know.
So you have the bodega. Of course they did. Tragic made a false emergency call. He could deny it's him all day long. He could take that up with the feds. I have no interest in it. Besides letting people know. That's what he does. And now you got Hussy calling the same person at his job. AJ, it is beyond me why... I could agree in some sense why your husband hasn't intervened in some way. Right? It took me completely falling apart, losing my audience and everything. I was persona non grata for over a year. Right? Because there's nothing left to do. My girlfriend passed away. I lost the house, the land. I lost everything. Fortunately, I still had a place to go. Right? What more was there to do? People inserted themselves into my real life, turned people against me, turned family against me. Right? I'll be vindicated legally. But I mean, what I'm saying is, what am I saying? I don't know why he hasn't intervened, because that's the path you're going down. If you don't get a grip.
Like, Monica, remember? Because you and I, like, we were like, what? 3 times back to back?
Exactly, Carrie, right?
And they blame the victims. Everything is happening. Yeah, everybody there bad. But I'm sorry, did you see yourself? Do you turn around and look at what you're doing? First and foremost, if you want something, I think you should check yourself first.
No, I honestly, she doesn't believe she's a victim. Something is wrong.
Yes.
She's believing that she's a victim. She's believing that she's a victim.
Yeah, and you know what's even worse than that? Nobody around her tells her the truth.
Nope, because it's all
And she don't want to listen. Nobody give it to her good advice. I'm sorry.
Nope.
Okay, I gotta slow it down because the video's been sped up. And Monica's about to make me have an aneurysm from her lipstick and ranting. Speaking of terroristic, holy shit, what is going on with y'all? I mean, like, I'm glad I've moved on from a lot of this enemy of my enemy stuff, but that's what I'm seeing in the chat, and what I'm hearing right now is like, and I understand how this works. That's why I'm not going through and name dropping 50 people a minute like Greg, like Hussy, like all these other people, and playing victims, because it is what it is. It happened. But this is the enemy of my enemy shit. And look at the real life consequences it's had. This man right here participated with other people to make somebody's final days miserable. And I know who all of you are. It doesn't matter, because you have to live with that. That's not like, oh, I know who you are, because you made it public. You made it very, very clear who you are, what your intentions were. But you can't think for a second that, like, are you that addicted to the dopamine you get from the attention that you get, that you're willing to continue to participate in this hemisphere of shit? Because look, none of you are exempt from that happening to you. Anything can happen to anybody at any time. And I'd much rather lead by example than follow the crowd.
Nobody's giving her good advice. That's the thing, Monica.
And
She surrounds herself with
You're right, Art Angel.
the people around her. All they do
Right,
is pass her
Frankie?
up and tell her she's a victim, and that's why she plays this.
Listen, you know why? You know why? I said this to AJ. You know why? Because they are not in a legal situation yet.
Exactly. She's the only one.
Yet. So while you're bagging on the bodega for all the shit they do, which is criminal, I've researched it. It's criminal. Otherwise, I wouldn't have filed a report on my identity being stolen and my shop having a false emergency call made. Right. While you're bagging on them, you're over here doing the same. Maybe not as bad, but it could be just as bad. Hussy's lying, calling people's jobs. Yeah. Harassing women, along with Greg. Wow, man. You want to talk about people being the problem. It's channels like this and these small cancerous communities like this that are the problem. Everybody else out here could just be reviewing. Look, when people, Nova Online does the same thing. If somebody exposes him, he doxes them and tries to do the most, and it backfires, and it backfires. It just so happens that Hussy had all this support because I guess people didn't like Clara and myself that much that they were willing to, or maybe they thought he genuinely had something and it was a good way to stick it to us. Whatever. People got to live with that. And now, when stuff like this comes out, and look, it's happened to me. I'm not speaking out of anywhere but experience. It's like, oh, wow, I supported this person in their endeavors, and now I'm a victim of it. Absolutely. All the people I helped in 2016 to 2017, not any of them, except for a couple viewers, like me now. Right?
One
Flow,
that's out actual money.
Now, yes, in
Right
that
now.
situation.
She's the only one with judgments against her. Okay? And
Yes.
it's bad.
It's gaslighting
actually
you like
bad.
hell. It's my opinion. Listen, it's a terrible situation. But you choose people around you.
Yep.
This what you're doing around is come back to you. Okay.
Good Lord, Monica, you're like Quasimodo. I mean Nostradamus.
Okay.
You
It's
know, when
fine.
Kiki left the bodega, that's when he started to get attacked.
Well, that's what happened with other people
But
too.
if
Oh,
Kiki
really?
wanted to
Yeah. Look what happened to me and Clara. Look what happened to our lives. Look what happened. Everybody knows. This Pistachio say it's all out there for people to watch and view, right? Do you not think that everybody kind of sees that now? Knows the truth? Yeah. The big difference is I'm not paneling all these people, gripping my porcelain puss and crying victim every day and pointing fingers. No.
certain somebody, like AK thinks, why would he leave the bodega? Why would he leave that Discord?
Right. Why? Yeah, that's true.
This is
Why
interesting,
would
yeah.
you do it? Right. Like if that's really what the issue is.
And she must think in her mind that she's with this person. I really believe that's because if she thinks she's being attacked because we can't get him, are you married to him? Like, I don't understand what this.
I don't even act like that around. Like I've been with my husband for.
We don't even talk.
Nobody acts like this with their significant others except for AK and Pistachio. For some reason, they're willing to flush everything away for a man that will never love them. And that's a meme, and it's also the truth. Hell, I told Pistachio the other day, she's been in my chats, she's been in my comment sections, doing the most, and I said, and calling McHenry Cruiser gay, making streams about it, which is definitely defamatory and harassing. And I told her, I was like, we will never love you. We will never love you. That's not going to happen. Pistachio could have handled herself different in March when she blew my phone up, wouldn't stop texting me. And we could have leaned on each other because I didn't know she was this big of a turd. We could have leaned on each other because we both had significant losses. Right? She chose this path and now is trying to gaslight me into whatever the hell she wants me to be. It's all, everybody's fucked, man. It's all fucked up.
We don't even talk about this man. I think they're less about this man. When he left my
Okay,
community.
you can be friend, like I said.
No, I don't want to be. Yeah, but listen.
You can be friend, but if people around you don't acting, if they see, listen, it can be dangerous for you. You can be in the fucking legal problems. Why nobody say to her, listen, calm down, turn off, do it something different? Why not?
Because look.
No. You quiet, old man. Go fucking comb your wig. Monica, why aren't you doing that? You say you're confused why people don't do that. Why aren't you doing that? Maybe you are behind the scenes because you can't get through to that guy. He has to burn it all down and he still won't learn. But you're watching him in real time. Fallon's encouraging it, but I think she's just literally too remedial to understand what's going on. That's why she's on an allowance. She doesn't have access to all this money that she has. She blows through it on that guy buying event tickets for her man. Why aren't you telling him that? Why didn't you tell her that at the time? And why aren't you telling him that while you're saying that to defend her and him? It makes no sense. Your intellectually dishonest bias. It's maddening, really.
Listen, calm down, turn off, do it something different. Why not?
Because look, they don't care, Monica. I'll give you two examples. About a month ago, somebody on their panel wanted to put up David's information, all of his information. And she said, no, don't do that. because
Yep.
they're going to hold that against me and use it against me in court. Guess what?
Guess what? They don't have that attitude now, do they? I don't know if you remember, 6 months ago, I covered the bodega imploding. I can't remember what it entailed, right? And they said wild shit, lied, defamed, all kinds of stuff. I put their truth out there, that their truth being that what they presented to the world, and then I walked away. And they were talking about me. Other people started running off, so I caught wind of it beforehand and just documented everything. Because if you continue to fall for this stuff, there's something wrong with you personally. There's got to be. And I understand drugs and alcohol can compound these issues. And maybe that's where I went right, was getting away from that lifestyle to cope with life trauma. Everybody has trauma, right? But that also makes me think, okay, so not everybody thinks like me, feels like me, or is like me, but is everybody on dope? Is everybody medicating? Is everybody drinking? Because it makes no sense for this woman right here to say all this stuff now, and this time, a year and a half ago, and then placate him in the same behavior that they're bitching and moaning about.
What? That person said, I don't care, I'm going to do it anyway.
What?
Number one. Hold on. Number two. Lied anyway. Against
What'd
me
you
and
say,
use
old
it
man?
against me in court. Guess what? That person said, I don't care, I'm going to do it anyway.
What?
Number one. Hold on. Number two.
Why are you clapping?
Last video or Friday stream, certain somebody on the panel said, oh, Gigi drinks scotch and Hussy gets drunk on vodka. And then they go, oh, he goes, I'm sorry, I forgot. We're not supposed to talk about Hussy. This person doesn't give a shit. They don't give a shit about her.
Nobody does over there. None of them give a shit about any of them. They all look. Tragic, Greg, and now you, Hussy. You slide right into that third hole. Ugh. All of you are just here to get what you can get. Dare I say that AK has been sucked into this hemisphere of shit, and the only way she can get attention and affirmation is to be disgusting and to defend them. And now look at Pistachio. She's right there with them. Right? Nobody's learning. Everybody's repeating history.
Okay?
Yep.
Walk
And there's a
in.
certain person that also said he turned my husband in to a pedophile hunting group.
Yes.
Oh, is that the guy with the multiple Roblox accounts?
Thank you. See, I don't talk about
Not her husband, the guy that turned him in. So see, Hussy, here you are platforming her, giving her voice back to complain about this stuff while you turn around and do similar things to her. It's amazing.
that stuff. But that is
Now the truth is revealed. Where is darkness will be light, okay? It's over. It's fucking over.
Like, do you know how, like, if you were to think, and Hussy, I'm not saying that the stuff that you've experienced is any less than me, because it's not, because you've had a huge attack on you. I'm not saying that.
Oh, fuck
I'm saying,
off.
though, that, like, for me, like, people wonder why I haven't spoken about this, that I haven't, because I have a child. I have a husband that provides for our family. Like, what?
Yeah, and the situation, the talking points that you are this, that, and the other. Excuse me, do you live in her home? Are you her bed that you know what she's doing?
Yep.
Monica, do you not hear yourself? I don't know who's left this community and who's left now. But the last time I saw her on panel, she was participating in the hemisphere shit. Now, she's either fake or she is another example, like myself and others, who could get sucked into this toxic community. And you are what you consume, right?
AJ, are you saying like you feel like threatened? That's why you don't.
Yes, of course I feel threatened. I feel like I can't speak. I don't even call. Have you heard me at all? Even in this stream, call her any bad words? No.
We don't use it like these words.
Like that. Keep it
breaks
to
are
the
necessary.
situation. Keep it to what the actual situation is. Not. We don't have to go outside of the scope. And then they complain about that. They complain about how it said the most vile stuff. Really? When did I ever do that? When?
That's how they operate. Y'all should have known this by that point. I mean, I don't know how all of y'all didn't take a look at mine and Clara's situation and go, oh. But no, I mean, if you're going to look at situations like that and participate, then I really don't think you can play victim when it comes back around.
did I ever do that to you?
That's true, Gata. You know, they really don't care. They really do not fucking care. And
Neither
someone
do
told
you,
me,
old
well,
man.
you spent 30,000, but you made friends. And she's like, that's so true. Really? This is friends?
So you had to spend 30 grand to get friends? Okay.
It's sad. It's
No.
I'm sorry. Like,
Nobody
no.
And
wants
I'm
that.
really,
Nobody wants
I'm
that,
really-
man. There's not one email that they have showed that I said, please come back into my community. Not one email ever towards that man that she thinks that this is all because you want him. No, I don't.
No,
I
Listen,
want irate Alex. That's it. I want
the
irate
people
Alex.
wants to have a
you're inviting
peace in
chaos.
this area. Okay.
What a moldy trail of breadcrumbs you all have left. I mean, I'm not even kidding. You have, again, it's getting redundant, but you are recording yourself.
Everybody have a right to talk what they have on their minds. Everybody can express themselves how they want without
Uh-huh.
doxing, threatening,
Yeah, Bashes.
and be a bitch. Okay, that's it.
Yep.
Let me
Like,
tell you something. I don't know if I've ever said this, but when I first started YouTube,
Covering the
I
chat.
mean, the first month, people were already warning me about this person. This The first month, you guys don't know, and there are people that I can't mention their names, and we don't
I
speak
think
now.
I was
Yeah, the shit
somebody.
is bad.
But there were people sending me videos,
I don't know who he's talking
and
about.
if you don't want this person in your community,
Yeah.
but I never ever fathomed this going on the internet.
Exactly.
Never. I didn't know the level of insanity.
No.
And this person would
Listen.
come in my chat, and
You will not
they
find
would
out
have
yourself
one-
if you don't.
So you were warned. That's not a problem, right? That's not a problem. But people are now warning others about you. I know how you feel, right? You got Greg over there shitting in a bucket, and you are so fake, Hussy. You're such a phony. You believe your own hype.
Burn yourself, yeah?
No,
Yeah.
I did, like this person would come in my chat, have fun, and then do light trolling, have fun, do light trolling, and then confuse me. And then
Right.
Uh-huh.
people told me, no, that's not light trolling. I know a lot about this person. Here's some videos I didn't watch. You guys know I don't give a flying about watching people's
Right.
history. A lot of times I'm
Yeah.
clueless, which is my fault.
Yeah, it is. You still do that. You just take snippets of whatever David or Storm, or God forbid you take information from Fallon because she is a slanderous woman. And you just run with it as it's the truth. And then threaten to sue people to the point where it's actually harassment. And you set yourself up for litigation. But I believe you're comfortable knowing that you're on Social Security disability, that the state takes care of you, so you have nothing to lose. You just get you just won't have any casino money, right? You won't have any bar money.
So I blocked him. I blocked him. And I took this person's word, and then he sent me an email. I love you so much. Your content, I think you're talented. You're funny. I just do some light trolling. I don't mean it. I
I
don't
was
do
turn around this.
IRL stuff, this and that, the other. Please forgive me. Unblock me. So I did. And they behaved for a while.
Yes,
and then
exactly.
they start, this is what the bodega does. Then they pretend like they're your biggest fans. They start retweeting your stuff. They constantly, oh, I love you, I love you. They defend you.
Yeah,
They
like love
come
bomb.
Oh, you mean like you do? Love bombing, lure people in, use them until they're a fucking dried up ratty ass sponge, and then dispose of them.
your channel. They want to support you. They want to be your bulldog. They want to do whatever it takes. Okay? So either you can promote them, they can gain something out of it, whatever. But it never, ever works in your favor in the end. Never.
No, it doesn't.
And then look what happened. And then this person tried to change his tune a little bit. I said, the only way you're going to stay in my community is if you stop this bull that people are telling me. Because for 1 year, everybody was like, don't talk to him. Don't talk to him. He's no good. I believed everyone. I believed every single person. But
Well, there you go. Thank you for admitting that. We already kind of knew that. You just believe everybody, especially if it makes you feel good. That's how narcissists are. All you got to do is flatter them. Flatter them, kiss their ass, and you can lure them in. But once you stop, look what he's doing to Carrie. Look what he's doing to AJ. Look what he's doing to anybody that has a legitimate complaint with him. That's how they react when the flattery stops.
if this person is that sick in the head, I cannot be the one kicking him out.
Damn
This
it, I might
person,
change the
I will bring
thumbnail.
to the point where they would want to
Fuck.
leave on their own. This way, it will save a fight.
There we go.
Yeah,
It will be like a mutual agreement, right?
but not with these people. I'm
I
sorry.
started that process, not messaging back immediately. Let him message me, and I would get back to him after a couple of days. Oh, are you mad at me? I miss you. I love you. This and that. All this, and then when I got that phone call, and they told me about the Bridget situation,
Mhm.
I know everything.
Mhm.
I didn't know everything, but I said, you know what? I'm sorry that it's happening to you.
Sure.
And like, I can't come in your chat anymore, and this and that and the other. First of all, he could just block that person, and she would block him, and they won't see each other's messages.
Ooh,
That
yep.
was true. Okay, he wanted me to kick her out.
Right.
I don't.
There's
People don't
a
tell.
line in the sand. Yes.
Never change, Kenny.
Herself.
I
So
don't kick people out because you tell me to. I don't tell people to kick anyone out. So
Yes.
I didn't kick her out, and that was it. That was it. Ever since that day, he started his bullshit, and that's when the hyena started attacking me.
yeah.
So if I was such in love, why did it
Right.
make that rigid? Why did I message him back?
That's a very good point.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
that-
this is
very
good.
good.
Yeah.
Like,
And
I'm so
let me say,
sorry, Monica.
I'm sorry, AJ, but you know, we don't fight with AJ, okay? People, take this to your brain. If I take it, okay, it's enough. You don't have to say, I say this because I care about her. Because of people like you will start to attack her because she have her necklace. What the fuck is this one?
Yeah.
I will love to wear it
I'm
like
very
this.
happy about my
What's your
necklace.
business?
Holy shit. Nobody should ever get comfortable in that community. This is my recommendation. You shouldn't get too comfortable anywhere. If you're in a Discord that's not really public, but there's a lot of people, somebody's screenshotting everything. Somebody's archiving it. If somebody is being nice to you, take it with a grain of salt. You can always be cordial or nice in return. Don't take it any farther than that. Don't reveal anything you're not ready to tell the world about. Don't trust important things with people like this. Because, one, he's proven that you give him information, it is just an arrow for him to shoot you in the back with later, right? It's a knife you give him to stab you in the back. And then you hear Monica talking, right? And all she's doing is being phony. Because if she stood by what she preached, she wouldn't be placating Hussy in his endeavors towards AJ, towards Carrie, towards Gigi, towards GP now.
I love my necklace. I don't give a fuck. I love my necklace.
Somebody
I don't
wearing
care.
rings. Somebody wearing rings like this on neck, okay?
Yes,
It's not
like
a big deal.
like
You are
who
not something
cares?
special, people that you talk about this.
You don't know me. I love the fact that these people are over there complaining about how, well, you don't know me. You don't know what I don't know you like
Oh,
enough to like, say something.
in the same way, yeah? You don't know me.
But why
Exactly.
why does she take people's family's pictures and put it up? Why can't
Oh,
she
yes.
talk about your marriage? But when people talk about her ex-husband or her marriage, she doesn't like it. She says she's being harassed, but she can talk about
Oh,
it.
Sounds familiar, doesn't it, old man?
I know. It's amazing.
right.
I've never done that. Like, and then she wants to say that I sat up there on a stream, like for like with you and YTR, right? It was your stream. It was not my stream. It was your stream. You guys were talking about things that were passed around and known. I didn't speak on it, and I'm not saying that it was wrong.
Exactly.
I'm saying that I didn't do that. Okay.
It's not
And then
important,
you want
AJ. You know, it's not important.
But then you want to sit there though, and then hold me. I don't work in a group. Like I never said, are we like going to call this motherfucker? I don't
Oh,
say
no.
it. I
If she will
don't.
say something like this, I mean, this lady in here, I will fucking kick her ass, even if I'm very far away from her, okay?
Yeah, trust me. Her boot is coming through the screen. Trust me. But I don't do that, and like it's fun. Like I've never claimed, and I don't want a community. This is why I like people individually, okay? Because I
We like to each other, we call each other friends.
How's that fair?
Okay, and
Yes. Like I have specific friends, not a community, okay?
Oh, no.
And do I appreciate the people that can identify and see where I'm coming from? Of course.
Yeah.
But you know, I like Hussy. Hussy,
I like Hussy too.
I do. Yes, I like Hussy.
This will
Okay?
be mine, okay?
Hussy is awesome. I've always liked
I
Hussy.
don't need it, but okay.
There was just a period of time that I was under like a
Yeah, we was in
like
a
I guess.
different situation type deal. But when you back off yourself, thank God the situation happened, not important. Then you see this outside, this
Yes.
whole bullshit, this
Yeah.
shit they selling to you. They are like string media, you know?
Yep. Yep.
Propaganda.
It
I
is,
say the
it
truth. I say the truth. Hello, show it another side.
That's
I
that's
think you are
what
not
if there-
willing to show it this because it's not comfortable for you, you know?
Yes, and like so the thing that Monica and I have, because I talk with Monica literally daily for hours.
Interesting. Daily for hours. Is Monica still around? Is she? I mean, like, she may have left for all I know. People have been. There's a mass exodus from his community. He's trying to blame it on a targeted hate campaign. When I don't know how it's targeted when you're the one out there bringing the hate to yourself by being extra with everybody. Charlene's gone. I mean, basically, he's just left with Fallon and a couple other glad-handing sycophants. And as far as I can tell, it's David, Storm, and Fallon. Right? And from what I know, they've both been used as puppets and useful idiots by other people and didn't get the result they wanted, so they doubled down. They keep doing it, and it's chasing people off. That's nobody's fault but his own. Boy, it would be great to have him have to prove loss of income.
Okay.
Yes.
I talk with my friend literally like
Wonderful,
daily, okay?
Anna.
And no, like
cleaning and other stuff together.
yeah, like yes, like I'll go do laundry or whatever, you know.
Me either. Yes, me too.
Like we'll go take care about things, you know, like with our house or whatever. But we're in contact with each other, okay?
Yes.
And there is something that we saw where you do not like. Okay, and if there is any sort of advice that I could give people that are in the audience are not that have like I walked into it accidentally kind of, okay?
Yeah.
But here's the thing. You have to vet everything, okay? You cannot just listen to listen. That's how I found myself into a situation. Okay.
Yeah, but you know, there's that's a double-edged sword. It seems like when you just run with information, well, God, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, if you're me, but whatever, it is what it is. You start vetting stuff, you get threats by Pistachio and Gerg. You don't vet it, you get sued. Or people just lie, right? You wouldn't have to, if you're just covering people, you could just vet the information before you dispel it. That's all you need to do.
Okay, because you can't. You literally have to, especially if you're going to get behind some pretty serious accusations. Like you can't. You have to listen to everything that's being said. Okay, like that is
really
that I learned from. You know.
Listen, we say. I said myself. Don't act bougie if you cannot show yourself and say this with a straight face, okay? You don't know me. I'm not talking AJ Hussy. They are different, okay? I'm different too. But we like to each other. We are... that's it, okay? And it cannot be like...
Okay, I gotta skip forward for a timestamp here. I mean, this is Hussy doing what he does best. That's have people on panel, not say much, fan the flames, and let everybody else do the work while he collects the money, right? That's basically what it is. Speaking of 4 away from the goal.
Oh,
If she was to blame anybody, and that's she doesn't have anybody to blame. But I'm saying if she was, you would have to look at your own inner circle. Okay.
Oh, there is somebody in her inner circle that said she can absolutely talk about your witnesses. I have the snapshot.
That's what I mean.
I just can't talk about it.
Good job.
There is a certain person.
What I can say.
There's a certain person in her community that I cannot mention her name, but she absolutely did say, "Bullshit. You can talk about his witnesses." Yep.
If you're involved in the case, you can't. Right? Or you can take it a step further like Greg and do what he's doing, which is obstruction. Right? That's what the concern is. If you're involved in the case, it definitely can fall back on you. If you're not, and it's something criminal, it's called obstruction.
Okay, my dear friends, I love you very much, but you know, for me, it's very late.
I know, honey. Thank you so much for coming, Monica. I really
Monica.
appreciate you.
I love you so much. And boys and girls, take care of yourself. It was
Take
nice
care.
to show
Have a great
myself.
day.
Monica,
Okay.
call.
All right. Bye-bye.
We will be on the phone, people, and
Yes.
Everybody knows who it is now.
take care of
Okay.
yourself, Chad. I love you
Take care.
so much. Now I give it back the show for Hussy. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Can I just say something really quick, Hussy? I think like my husband even appreciates what you. Oh my gosh, it is because it is emotional, okay? Because of all the stuff that you have to deal with, and I hope that everybody can see that. Yeah, no, I can speak. I've had to be very specific about my words, okay?
Yeah, you should
but
be.
Today, I decided I'm speaking, okay? And I want to say that I appreciate Hussy and how he hasn't let it be silent. And that has been very nice. And I just want to say that I appreciate that, Hussy. You have been...
Thank you, AJ. You've been very, very, supportive and been there for me.
Oh,
I
of course.
appreciate that, too.
Wow, dude, you're just a fucking scumbag, dude. I mean, really, you are. All the love bombing, the turning on people, thinking you're justified in disproportionate reactions, and you just threatened everybody. It just, oh my
Stop
God.
it. Stop it.
Just stop it.
Because I know what it's like. I know what it's like. They just go and go and go. I mean,
She's not streaming as much, guys, because she has a kid, she has a family, and she knows what they do. And
Wow, can you say that again, Mr. No Self-Awareness in the present day?
they just go and go and go. I mean,
she's not streaming as much, guys, because she has a kid, she has a family, and she knows what they do.
Wow, really? Really? All right, thank you, Nina. I appreciate it. For the goal, I'm so glad some people know about real change. Some people do, some people don't, because people don't think that you can. Like, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. The dog has to learn itself. I'm the dog. Thank you very much. Loving the chat, guys. He is admitting openly that he knows her situation, but now he doesn't care because it's an opportunity for him to inflict damage. There's no reason for him to do it, like somebody or not. All you're doing by doing this stuff that he's doing is showing everybody what a scumfuck you are, right? Anything that benefits him. And another message he's sending out to the World Wide Web, all of the people in the world, is the fact that, he can't be trusted. Sorry, one of my sensors went off. I had to check the camera. He can't be trusted. You can't trust him with your inner monologue. You can't trust him with your information. You can't trust him to be a friend. Everybody is a tool with a purpose. That's it. There's nothing more to you. You are a bag of meat and water to him with a purpose. And when you don't serve that purpose anymore, you're disposable. Disposable teens.
And she basically didn't want to trigger them.
Thank you very
But
much, Cash
I
App
don't
person.
have kids,
Appreciate you so
and
much.
I'm not going to be chased away from the internet. I am not.
We know you're not going to be chased away from the internet. You said you chased Carrie away, and you threatened to sue people for trying to chase you away, which that's not what anybody's doing. It's not what you're doing.
Don't fuck
Probably
with me. I
soft
said
weed.
it. Don't fuck with me.
yeah.
Don't fuck with you. What is that supposed to mean? That's that's about as specific as what Pistachio said. And I'm going to keep looping back around to them because they're part of the stream. And yes, I did mention the thing I said I wouldn't last night, but it had to be mentioned because it was relevant to the stream today. Don't fuck with me. Greg's not above doing, reaching deep into your real life and otherwise. Horrible statement to make. Absolutely shooting yourself in the foot until you run out of ammo.
I don't play games. They think I'm going to go back and forth with them and pick up the phone and make a phone call to their family member online and think it's funny and do all this shit. No, I'm not. I'm going to...
You called the police on me while I was live. You did that with a witness, by the way. You have admitted to calling the police. And every time, I don't know if you noticed this, he said it 3 or 4 times. Every time he calls the police on somebody, suddenly the police have diarrhea of the mouth and tell him how horrible people are. That's not how it works. But you've done this. You've admitted to it. And whatever you've done live, you've done live. All the harassment. You absolutely do. And you don't go back and forth, because if you do something to somebody and they call it out, you just run and play victim and threaten and make calls and fail docs, or actually docs. And being drunk is no excuse.
I'll let you do what you're going to do. I'll give you a warning, because that's just who I am.
Exactly.
And if you continue to fucking do it, that just shows that you can't control yourself. You're unhinged, and you deserve.
Oh, I like your logic. So you could poke like you're bitching and moaning that AK did for a year, and you ignored it, right? Oh, I'm the victim. But you could poke, and if somebody responds, they don't have any self-control. Well, sir, you can review any of my streams. I've never lost control. I've never lied about you. Nope. I've sat here and reviewed you lying, slandering, threatening, defaming, harassing, intimidating, using coercion. But I see what you're doing now. You just poke people until they explode, and then you call Snackwell, right? I think he's not live today because he has to drive home the point of his absolute bullshit threats. On a Saturday, he tells people, "Oh, it's filed." You know why he did that, right? Because you can't be served on a Saturday or Sunday. That gives you 2 days to sit around and mull it over and be nervous and anxious and not know what's happening. It's all by design. He's not slick. He's a narcissist.
To get sued. And that's why I'm to win debate. You can't control yourself. You're unhinged, and you deserve to get sued.
Okay, no, I see. I'm gonna count that. I see your game. You shouldn't see. This is your problem, Hussy. You tell everybody what hand you're holding, and then when what you're bluffing, you cry. You have told everybody. You just said right here what you do. You say the most, you point out people's families, you talk about their kids, their husbands, their genitalia, their looks, and then when they respond, you get sued. Don't fuck with me. Okay, who are you, sir? Who do you think you are? Exactly, that's what I want to know. Who do you think you are? Do you think that everything is one-sided in the world? I understand growing up when you were completely ruined by whatever upbringing you had, that you were a spoiled brat. You were never held accountable. It was always your word over everybody else's, because poor precious Kenny, right? Only child, I assume.
And that's why I'm doing debate.
There's none. There's no emotion.
Listen, it's nobody's fault other than hers. You guys do not be fooled. She controls everything she does.
There you go. There you go. So why do you blame everybody else? Every time you explode, you say, they made me. Everything you just said applies to you too, sir. Everything. You say, oh, you can't control yourself, you deserve to get sued. Well, it applies to you too, sir. Absolutely. But see, you have a comfort zone. They can't put a lien, or they can't put a garnishment on your Social Security. No. And all the money you're making now allegedly goes through David and his sugar daddy. But see, you've taken it a step too far. Your game hasn't worked. People aren't responding to you in the way that you want. So now you've sent David out to lie and harass and intimidate. He's part of it. That's a reflection of you, and legally that's on you. Just as with Pistachio, that's on Gerg for her doing that, and it's also on her. Just fortunate David lives in another country, right? But you just told everybody what your game is. Sick.
This witness tampering thing is no one else's fault but hers. You do not talk about other people's witnesses. That is a crime. You can Google it. It tells you right there. Harassment, bullying, witness is witness tampering. She did it. It's nobody's fault. And she knows.
Wow, you know a lot about when you can pursue it. You know this all applies to you too. There's not an amendment in the Constitution that says anybody with your bloodline is exempt from U.S. law, right?
She's so fucked with that because she didn't even show up to court. She didn't even answer the summons. Nothing. And her friends are telling her, you can't sue her. You can't sue her. She's literally in default. Next month, the judge tells me, well, how much she has to pay me. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's, yeah. Like,
And see, you're on Social Security, but you've got a judgment against somebody else, right? There lies the solution, because if you, sir, get sued and get a judgment against you, it's all hypothetical, hyperbole. If you have a judgment against you, it comes out of whatever you're getting from the other lol suit that you have filed. I'm not saying she didn't deserve it. Fuck, if anybody deserves to be sued, it's AK and tragic, for real. And that brings me to this delusion and this psychosis people get. AK's doing the same shit, day after day after day. I see it all over Twitter. Making vague threats, threatening this, threatening that, stepping into the same realm that he is in alleged criminal harassment, right? And it's always at the behest of somebody else, which if she wanted to, she could go into court, flip the pillow, and expose him for it.
like I don't get how you're sitting there saying like you're upset about the same thing, like saying like people have a like you have to keep it for one to the point. And sorry that Hussy individually decided to take action over what you were doing to him personally, that you have admitted that you work as a group. Thank you for admitting that.
Well, I mean, like, this applies to him too. Everybody on here is messy as fuck. Gigi hasn't been messy. Carrie hasn't been messy. I haven't been messy. Not as of late. Not since I've been watching everybody. And it's forcing him to be extra messy. But we see what he's doing. And Gigi was right when he said he's trying to get people to react a certain way, which is absurd. That's why he plays Clara all the time. That's why he has Fallon. He put her up to that. He told her to snipe. That's documented. Archived. Whatever makes people comfortable. And she did what she did. But what he doesn't realize is that now she's a part of it, if not involved in her own thing now. Right?
That's awesome. Because that makes things less complicated. But like, you cannot accuse people of things that, for one, are crimes. Two, that thing that they're accusing, that they're making the accusation about, is one of the most heinous things ever. Okay? You can't do that.
Well, I mean, that's a benefit to everybody, is knowing that birds of a feather and all that. And when they absolutely cannot help but to record all of their lies, all of their ops, and how they conduct them. Like that's some kind of flex. No, it's not. It's not. It's called a cybercrime and holds a harsher penalty than doing it in real life, because now you're using phone lines, right? And then when you involve a group, that's a criminal conspiracy.
That's why I contacted the police.
Yep. And I don't blame you. And
I'm not above that either, Kenny. I'm not above that. I didn't used to roll that way, but I've made it abundantly clear. We could do the internet thing, but if it steps outside of this box, it's a complaint. I don't care about money. I care about accountability.
like, I wish, like, if this was just me, it would be different, right? Like, I had thank you, Lisa. I had to, for a long time, today's really the only day that I've ever really talked about this. But it was just time, you know, I need to get this out because what I've been dealing with has been a lot. And I appreciate that Hussy has made it known that that it's been going on. It's just,
you know, AJ, I'm not going to say you deserve any of that's going on because I didn't like it when you did shit to me. When you did what you did, you had lava lamp. But have you ever considered, for a minute, that maybe this happened to you? I'll say it's karma. I'm not quite sure I believe it. I believe you get what you put out. But did you ever consider for a minute rather, that you are what you eat, that you get what you put out? You did some horrible shit. And the fact that this happened to you and it's still happening to you, have you ever think, oh, okay, well, maybe I'll do things different. I don't think you deserve it. I'll roll like that. I cringe when people say, "Oh, I hope this happens." I hope you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't wish ill on people. But I mean, you've done a lot. You've participated in a lot, and it's still happening to you. What's the common denominator?
Just that maybe people weren't paying attention, and that's fine. Like, I'm just saying though, it has been happening.
Oh, really? Yeah. No.
Like it sucks. Like,
well, that brings me to another point. So she was looping about things that didn't happen to her, just the tragic run in his mouth like he always does. He actually did things to us, like made the false emergency call and admitted to stealing my identity to troll people on dating sites. You can't do that. Those are crimes. So she was playing victim to this then, and now Hussy, after they both played enemy of my enemy is my friend, now he is giving her the treatment that she looped and played victim over, but wasn't a victim of. Wow.
I don't like this. Like, I have had to be, Hussy's right. Why do you think I don't fucking stream? Why do you think I can't even talk about the things that I want to talk about. It has nothing to do with this.
Yeah, you can.
Because guess what? It's going to get twisted. It's going to get twisted, and then they're going to have more stuff to say about it. Like, and then they're going to, they don't even have the evidence, or they have never even heard the things that they're accused, like the accusations that they're making. They don't even have any evidence, or have never even experienced me saying the things that they're saying that I'm saying. So,
oh my God, it's the bodega. They've said wild shit. Channels affiliated with them have said absolutely heinous things about me, right? The difference is, I'm not going to sit here and repeat it and lend credibility to what they're saying. It's, oh, it got to me. Fuck that. It's so outlandish. Why would you even document it? Right? Because there's a thing that Hussy has encroached upon, and that's called harassment. I'm going to leave the criminal part out, but it's actual harassment. Right? And see, if that's happening to you, which it is now, AJ, why don't you file a complaint and put an end to it? You wouldn't even be just helping yourself. You'd be helping the entire internet. You had to file police reports, change your numbers, explain shit to your kids. Go, yeah, I've done that too. And then people took it a step further and injected themselves into IRL and turned people against me. And I've been on this road to redemption and have to, like, I mean, it's like, it's people are psychotic, right? But the thing is, consequences and accountability aren't just for the victims like they want it to be, like people like Hussy want it to be. It's also for the perpetrators, because not everybody folds under pressure. Not everybody is shaking in their boots. Not everybody's shitting their pants except for Greg.
How can I even go on and talk about something? I'm gagged. Like, it is what it is, you know?
You're not banned anymore.
Because I care about my family. It's not just on me. Okay, if it was just on me, and that's why I am very appreciative. And I appreciate what Hussy's doing. He has been a really good friend to me. He's been one of the only people to speak out. And GP too. I mean, you can like GP or not like GP. I like GP, and him and Hussy have been the only ones. There hasn't been really anybody, you know. So,
I don't like to see people chased off the internet. I really don't.
Kenny, do you understand that all this could be brought up with your constant threats of litigation? Do you understand this could be brought up if a criminal complaint is made? It's absolutely valid because it shows a pattern, and it shows that you have been relentless against people for years and years and years. Not everything, this isn't your world and we just live in it. We all share it. And the fact that you're here playing victim to the things that you literally do, and you're only going overboard now because you pissed away all the support you had.
I don't like other people to be hurt. But, and when I see them,
you don't? Are you sure about that?
To the bullies, it really, hey Kratos, it really.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Isn't that a problem now? Isn't this something you would bring up now if somebody else had done it years ago? Because that's what you're doing. I don't know I've heard about the lore. Don't care. Don't care. Walk away, right? But here you are. Hi, Kratos. Something that you drag people for now, right? Even if it is 2 years old, right? This is indicative of your mental state.
Irritates me so bad.
Everything irritates
you,
you,
I
old
understand,
man.
but apologizing, stooping down, to me, it just, I mean, not in your case so much, but like, for instance, Original Owl sent a message to the bodega apologizing for reacting to them, and she has nothing against them, and she won't talk about them, and she's sorry, and blah, blah, blah. Okay,
sure.
I'm not saying it's right or wrong.
That'll never happen.
I have my opinion. I'm going to keep it
Cold
to myself.
day in hell, son.
I think that person in the bodega dumped her messages and left.
Of course they did. They're scumbags.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they call her family again.
That's because they have stampeded around unchecked for too long, being tragic at whoever he's using as a puppet at that time. And that's the only power they have, is to criminally harass people, which it's all, I mean, it's on the record now. The only problem is people like her aren't willing to take that extra step to hold people accountable. People only do that if it's part of the harassment, right?
Yep. Well, yeah.
It's like litigation. They only take legal steps if it's part of the harassment, and it's always under false pretenses.
If you show your bully, you're scared.
Yep.
That's not good.
Right.
Okay.
I don't want to say that, like, it's like, I know that I'm in the right. I know that. But the thing is that they're willing to go so low. Like, that's why it's laughable that Ritalin over there is sending me a message saying I'm hideous on the inside and that I go low. Are you kidding me? I haven't even told you guys names. And I'm saying that, like, I haven't even done that.
Ritalin,
Okay.
I'm going to put the Ritalin. I know you're watching because you watch everything I do. Come on up. Here.
He calls the police because he thinks that it's his world and we just live in it. I think I've heard enough of these two playing victim. Holy shit. The absolute hypocrisy, the double speak, the victim playing. It's enough. It's enough. If you're so tormented, do something. Don't platform it. Do something legally about it. That's all y'all think of. It's what's being done to you for harassment. So why don't you do it when you're for actual criminals? Oh, sponsored by Ritalin or whatever his name is. I remember him. Yep. It's been a long time, but okay, whatever. It sounds like that in the spirit of getting one over on two people that everybody didn't even know, everybody bonded together, joined forces, and it seems like it's having the opposite effect now. That they don't have the same targets and the same victims in every op they've ran and everything they've done. Not only are people wise to it and people are letting them know, but they're not giving them the same reaction. And I'm reading his chat right now, and they're just describing Hussy, what he's doing to everybody. It's the same thing. Everything they say is a reflection of their insides. And I'm not just saying that as like a contention to be like, I'm saying that because it's the truth. We've sat here and watched it. I've sat here and it's been archived. It's been spoken about. It's been tweeted about. And there's been comparisons. It's not just a group of people, losers, that live with their girlfriend and her porcelain unicorns and lie about being homeless and having cancer. This is actually problematic people being documented. And now we got more people joining the fray. We got Pistachio and Greg trying to get on this fray at the tail end of it ending for everybody else, right? They want to do that. Take it over to Nova and Cyrax. You can beat those guys up all day long on the internet, and they'll react to it. They'll give you content for days. You want to build a channel, Pistachio? Cover Cyrax and Nova Online. Not Nova Ray, Nova Online. There you go. You can build your channel that way. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Stop it. Stop it!
Whew! So, we got the What It Is podcast coming up in an hour and 40 minutes. A little break from this stuff. Have a little bit of fun. Listen to two middle-aged men bitch and moan about bowel movements, I guess. I don't know. But I had to platform Pistachio's 13-minute video. I'm going to go read the transcript from her stream she did earlier, but she had Greg on panel, and we know how that pans out. Greg insults people. You didn't address my points. You have no point, dude. How am I supposed to address points that you have that are non-points about things that are true in public? How am I supposed to do that? How does that happen? How do you accomplish that? That's a back and forth I'm not interested in. But you see what happens when people get aired out. You've been able to see it with me for what, 4 years now? CPS, the police, stalking, harassment. Right? And Hussy to date trying to keep it going with the whole lol suit threat thing. It's ridiculous. Accountability is two-sided. You're either accountable or you're not. And if you're accountable, you should be held to that standard. But if I forgave her, I really probably didn't mean it. I was probably just out of my head on chemicals, because she did shit to me that is unforgivable. I'm not going to forget either. I'm not going to loop about it. But in the same hand, if somebody's doing something to her, I have to say, well, that's wrong. But then again, I have to say, well, are you going to do anything about it, or are you just going to use it for content? If you're just going to use it for content, then fuck it. That's on you. You can't take a look at what happened to myself personally and go, oh, I don't want that to happen to me. Or you're looking at it going, oh, that looks fun. That looks fun. When you've got somebody else's income to lean back on. I mean, that's a sign of deeper rooted issues right there. Yeah, the past isn't the past if it's still happening, right? There are things that are still happening that are not going to be the past till they're done. You get don't trust AJ. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. She ran a full-ass op on me with other people to try and destroy my real life. And now she's getting this treatment from Hussy. And here I am, standing by my laurels and calling out wrong. Because it doesn't matter who it is. Right is right, wrong is wrong. And that's the end. That's the story. But I'm not going to continue to do that in her case. I will with Hussy. Fuck him. He deserves to have his feet held to the fire with everything that comes out of his mouth. But I'm not going to do that with her. She's not going to do anything about it. The days of white knighting for people, what's the point in that when people just victimize themselves all the time and then drag you down with them? It's all it is. She tried to destroy my life. She didn't like my girlfriend. She said that after she passed. Why would I? She's lucky I'm even being like, well, that's wrong, because if I don't, I'm reviewing Hussy, and if I can't call out wrong from just because of what's happened to me, then I'm no better. But as I said just a minute ago, not to be redundant, if she doesn't do anything about it, then she's welcoming it, and she likes it, and I got no time for that. But that brings me to the conclusion of this one. People are getting too familiar again. I hope everybody sees what Pistachio's doing and Greg's doing, and I hope they know what the Streisand effect is, because that's basically what Greg has enacted with his silly attempts at obstruction, committing another felony live on the internet. How apropos. And Peanut looping herself into it because, God forbid, she's not there for her man that will never love her. So anyway, much love from me to you. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to one another. We'll be live at 9:30 with the What It Is podcast. After this stream, you will be directed to that page. Be sure to turn your notifications on and join us at that fine hour. I'm going to close out with First Day of the Rest of My Life. We'll see you in a bit. Bye-bye.